So here we go. We are ready to have the coin toss, and Carl Cheffers is stationed at the NFL logo at the center of the field with the Chiefs captains and the Eagles captains. Welcome once again, ladies and gentlemen, to Super Bowl 57.
Thank you for joining us at today's toss. We appreciate all the work that you and your colleagues do at the Pat Tillman Foundation to help our military families and veterans. Thank you. Captains, congratulations on earning the opportunity to play in Super Bowl 57. Your achievements are memorialized on the tail side of the coin, with each representing your team logo. This will be tails. The head side of the coin is the Super Bowl 57 logo. Kansas City, you're the visiting team. What is your call?
Tails.
Kansas City has called tails. Fabergé, if you would please toss the coin. It is tails. Kansas City has won the toss. They will defer their choice to the second half.
So the Philadelphia Eagles will get the football to start the game, and again, they lead the National Football League in points scored on first offensive possessions. Let's go down to the sideline station near the Kansas City Chiefs. Our sideline reporter, Josh Klingler.
Our fans love to win the coin toss, don't we? The Chiefs
They know what it means, Josh.
Absolutely.
They're smart fans.
A hearty set of boos, obviously, for the white hat, and then cheers for winning the coin toss. Absolutely gorgeous conditions down here today. The roof open here in Glendale, Arizona. It is 75 degrees. There is a wind outside, but you can't feel it in here at all. Temperatures dipping to 60 before this game is over, so it's going to cool off quite a bit, but a gorgeous night for football. The turf looks great. That was an issue in week one. Definitely not an issue here with this brand new surface here in Arizona. Can't wait. Let's get this thing kicked off.
And even though the roof is open, the sun is setting in the west, and it's a shaded field, so there is no sun on the field here in this stadium. But it's great to be here with the roof open. Usually when we play here, they've got it closed. It's usually early in the year, and it's just beastly hot in the desert sun. But we're going to talk about the Chiefs' defense right out of the gate here.
Yeah.
Because Philadelphia's so good at scoring on their first offensive possession.
You're exactly right, but as we know, the first play of every game is going to be a special teams play. We get the honor of kicking off. There's a lot of hungry dogs on that kickoff coverage unit. I used to be one of them, and they have an opportunity to live their dream right now. And part of that dream, Mitch, is to get a hit if it's necessary. If Harrison Butker doesn't kick it through the end zone, make that big hit and start this game off with all of the momentum on the Chiefs side of the field. Maybe stopping that ball carrier inside the 20-yard line to give them some negative field position. Whatever it is, the Chiefs are ready for this moment.
Austin Scott will be the kick returner. He was a college teammate of L'Jarius Sneed at Louisiana Tech. Interesting, he's only 5'6", but he's 203 pounds. And our coaches, and talking with the special teams coaches this week, gave a comparison to Derek Sproles. He's like short and very stout, particularly in his lower body. You got to respect him. The opening kickoff is brought to you by the University of Kansas Health System, the official healthcare provider of the Chiefs. Request an appointment at kansashealthsystem.com. Now, you are on kickoff coverage. What's going through your body right now as you line up?
Hit somebody in the mouth.
Stay in your lane, too.
Stay in your lane. Knock somebody off of their lane. Go down with an anger, an intensity like no other in this moment, Mitch. That's what you're called on to do. It's a kamikaze squad that you have to step up to, recognizing that you have to run full speed into one, maybe two people, and just the dynamic of it is special.
One interesting thing, there's no more wedges in the NFL, but the two guys that form the closest thing to it back, one of those is wide receiver Zach Pascal.
Yeah.
Now, mentioned Boston Scott as the kick returner. The other, those are usually tight ends or linebackers, but it's a running back, a wide receiver back here, along with Grant Calcaterra. who is back as the two guys in front of Boston Scott.
Yeah, you always have to be aware, and we know Dave Tobe, this team is always prepared for anything that can happen against them, a trick play or reverse, a throwback, etc. When you have a wide receiver back there, and although Zach Pascal is a bigger receiver at 215 pounds, just got to make sure you're aware. So on this end of the field, you have Jalen Watson as the safety. You have Deion Bush as the other safety. Those guys have to pay attention and not let anyone go around them on the outside.
The field, of course, a concern throughout the year. Remember, Harrison Butker in week 1 was injured on this field. So was Trent McDuffie. He was out for a long period of time. But they have a brand new surface here. George Toma, 94 years old, still the consultant to get this field right. It appears it is in great shape.
Yeah,
and much better than week 1.
I did see some slippage going on in pregame warm-ups, specifically with the Eagles and back pedals, and they were planting and coming forward. We'll see how that unfolds, especially as the evening and the sun goes down. But it's in perfect condition right now.
And once again, there is no sun on the field as the roof is open, but the sun is blocked by the near side of the stadium. And kicking off will be Harrison Butker off the great kick to win the AFC Championship game against the Cincinnati Bengals. Butker in the postseason with 6 touchbacks, and I wonder how the Chiefs will play it. We've seen him blast away, or we've seen him trying to get those honchos, so to speak, of tackles inside the 20.
Yeah, there's an art to it. Harrison Butker is one of the best ones at it, where he gets hang time and intentionally is trying to put the ball about the 1-yard line to force the return. May go the safe route and just kick it out of the end zone, start with your defense, and hope someone can make a play.
Again, Boston Scott, very effective. A 66-yard kickoff return at the New York Giants. No touchdown. But he has been effective also as a running back. In fact, a touchdown in this postseason from the line of scrimmage. And we are very close to getting this game started. Again, white tops for the Chiefs, red pants, the red helmet, the arrowhead on the side of the helmet. Lamar Hunt brought that to Kansas City from the Dallas Texans in the 1963 season. The Eagles, 1933 was their first year. And the wings of the Eagles, which has been a staple for them as well. But Andy Reid changed these two franchises and made them consistent winners. In some cases, especially with the Chiefs, historic winners. And we are finally ready to start this game. After days and days, and literally 2 weeks of waiting, and seemingly waiting weeks for this on this day after we got to the stadium to finally start the game. Harrison Butker ball on the tee at his own 35-yard line. While Boston Scott, his feet on the bottom of the painted A with the Eagles logo in the end zone to our right, and the kick is away. It angles right side and over the head of Boston Scott. It'll be a touchback. Let's give you the Chiefs defensive starters in Super Bowl 57, brought to you by the Sheet Metal Workers, local number 2. Training quality craftspeople for today and the future. All right, up front, the Chiefs will start Derek Nottie up front. George Karlaftis will also start up front, along with Frank Clark and, of course, Chris Jones, who's had a phenomenal year. At linebacker, it'll be Nick Bolton starting at backer. At the near side corner, Jalen Watson. The left corner, L'Jarius Sneed. Chiefs will be in the base. Juan Thornhill, Justin Reed are at the safety positions. Willie Gay Jr. is lined up. Chiefs will open in the nickel with McDuffie in the slot. Willie Gay Jr., Nick Bolton are the nickel linebackers. Jalen Hurts on first down has Miles Sanders, 1,000-yard rusher. And he'll get it on first down. He's plugged initially. Now gets to the right side. The Chiefs will string him out and hit him hard. And the ball flies out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 2.5 to 3 yards. As the Chiefs get a lot of hats to the ball, most notably Nick Bolton, who set a Chiefs record this year with 180 regular season tackles, and Trent McDuffie.
Yeah, that's how you're successful against the run, Mitch, when you're able to force the running back to stop, restart, and bounce. If he's going east and west, he's not getting yardage up the field. Great pursuit by our defense.
And Danon, he fumbled the ball backwards, so it's actually a loss of 1 on the play. So the Eagles will go to an empty backfield, shotgun set here for Jalen Hurts. The Eagles are 2-by-2 with their receiving core, actually 3-by-2 to the near side. And Hurts will throw to Devontae Smith. He's got the catch at the 30, a gain of 6 yards. Smith is hit by Trent McDuffie. And the Eagles will have 3rd down and 5 from their own 30-yard line. We are just underway in Super Bowl 57. And again, it bears repeating. The Eagles are number 1 in the NFL in scoring off first offensive possessions with 62 points.
Devonta Smith is a tough kid, only standing at 6 foot 170, but you can see he can be a pinball out there. Got to make sure you wrap him up.
This year, the Eagles were good on 3rd down, 4th in the league in 3rd down conversions, number 1 in the NFL in the playoffs. 3rd and 5 at their own 30. The green-clad Eagles squatting as Hurts, retreating into the pocket. Pass to the near side, caught at the 35 to the 40, and a big hit made by Justin Reed. But they burn Willie Gay Jr. in coverage as Devonta Smith with the catch and a 12-yard pickup and Eagles 1st down.
Yeah, Chiefs line up in bump and run coverage, but when you run those shallow crossing routes, that's where the linebackers come into play. Got to get pressure in the face of Jalen Hurts. We don't get there, and he's able to find the open receiver and extend this drive.
Now Kenneth Gainwell in the game. Eagles up on the ball quickly at their own 42. They fake a handoff to Gainwell. They're throwing to A.J. Brown down the near side, and the pass floats incomplete. Well covered by the Chiefs as Jalen Watson was with him step for step, but actually the throw from Hurts drifted to the out-of-bounds line on the near side. It's incomplete.
And an outstanding job of Jalen Watson using the sideline as his friend. Not bump and run coverage, kind of catches him about 8 yards down the field, squeeze the receiver to the sideline, use it as a 12th man, force that throw to be perfectly thrown downfield. 2nd
and 10, Philadelphia at its own 42-yard line. Kenneth Gainwell stays in the game as the running back, and he'll actually line up as a wide receiver, split into the far side of the field. And Nick Bolton's out there on him. So Hurts in the pocket, he'll run. He's at the 40, gets a block, angling to the near side, stays in bounds, and Hurts up the sideline into Chiefs territory at the 48-yard line, it appears, and a gain of 11 yards and an Eagles 1st down. Was this a design run? Because there was a blocker downfield right in front of him.
Yeah, I think it's designed at the line of scrimmage because, as you mentioned, Nick Bolton is out wide guarding the running back man-to-man. That's one less linebacker in the middle of the field. L'Jarius Sneed gets caught up in a block by Devonta Smith, and they're able to get the 1st down. Smart move by Jalen Hurts.
1st and 10, Philadelphia at the 48 of Kansas City. Double digits plays here. 12 to Smith, an 11-yard run by Hurts. They load the right side with 3 wide. A fake handoff. Hurts is in the pocket, hits as he throws, but the pass is caught at the 35 of Kansas City by Dallas Goedert to tie it in, and another gain of 12 in front of Justin Reed. Chiefs got pressure, but Hurts got rid of the ball just in time.
Yeah, just got rid of the ball. Willie Gay Jr. gets blocked, delayed after the line of scrimmage, and actually Justin Reed was right there, kind of read that play just a step short. Otherwise, that could have been a deflected pass.
Eagles up on the ball, tempo offense. Boston Scott is in, and it's a RPO play, and they throw it right side. It's caught inside the 25. Smith breaks a tackle up the right sideline. Chiefs tackle him from behind, but Smith is all the way down to the 10-yard line of Kansas City with a 24-yard catch and run.
That's exactly what I said. Devonta Smith is a guy, even though he's only 170 pounds, he does bounce off defenders very well, runs extremely well after the catch. He breaks 2 tackles and gets them inside the red zone.
11:34 to go, 1st quarter. Eagles line up no huddle. They have the 10-yard line for the Chiefs. Scott gets it up the middle. He is hit inside the 5, but drives down to near the 3-yard line. A gain of 8 yards to the 2, or make it 8 to the 3 by Thornhill and McDuffie make the tackle. But the Eagles, this is what they've done all year, jump on top of teams, and they've got a chance here to score with 2nd down and 2. They can get a 1st down before reaching the end zone. The ball's at the 3. Hurts in the backfield along with Scott. Scott, they give it off to Scott, and he gets hit by Thornhill as Thornhill comes screaming in to stop him for no gain right at the 3-yard line.
What a play by Juan Thornhill, coming off the edge, goes airborne to wrap his arms around Boston Scott and pull him backwards so he doesn't have the forward momentum to get the 1st down or into the end zone.
They will say actually a loss, and it's now 3rd down and 3 for the Eagles at the 4-yard line of Kansas City. 10:30 to go in the 1st quarter of Super Bowl 54. First drive for either team. Gainwell is the running back. Goedert is a tight slot. They hand it off, and a touchdown run to the right side by Kenneth Gainwell, and a big push by the Eagles offensive line. A 4-yard run by Philadelphia at 10:18 to go in the 1st quarter, and Philadelphia converts 3rd and 5 for 12. They get an 11-yard Hurts run, a 12-yard pass to Goddard, 24 to Smith, and now cash in on 3rd down and 4 to get a 4-yard touchdown.
Look like they may review this because it's quite possible that his knee was down at the half-yard line. We'll see if they're able to determine that elbow and knee down before the ball gets past the goal line. I feel like this is going to be short, but they did get the first down, so they'll have 1st and goal no matter what at the 1-yard line.
Yeah, I mentioned they could reach the first down if they got to the 1, and they should be inside the 1. And Hurts, who's also a threat to quarterback sneaks.
After review, the runner is short of the goal line. It will, however, be a first down.
First down and goal to go for the Eagles at the 1.5-yard line of Kansas City. 10:18 to go, first quarter, no score for the time being.
Please set the game clock to 10:20. 10:20, please.
Getting the play right is what you want to see from the review process. They got the play right, but this is going to be tough because you're likely going to see Jalen Hurts, who's one of the stronger quarterbacks, especially in his lower half in the NFL. Probably a quarterback sneak with a push behind him would likely be the safe bet for Nick Sirianni and the Eagles offense.
11th play of the drive for Philadelphia, the opening drive of the game. First down and less than a yard. The Eagles line up right behind Hurts, who's going to try to plow in on a quarterback sneak. And did they give it to him? There's a penalty flag on the play. It's a touchdown, but Philadelphia thinks that the touchdown will stand.
Might have defense alignment.
Offside defense lined up in the neutral zone. That penalty will be declined. Result of the play. Touchdown.
It is a 1-yard quarterback sneak by Jalen Hurts as he now gets his 16th rushing touchdown this season, including the playoffs. That's most by a quarterback all time in NFL history. Hurts with the 1-yard QB sneak, and the Eagles now line up for the PAT from Jake Elliott. Long snappers Rick Lovato. The holder, they brought back Aaron Siposs, who was injured in mid-December, as the Eagles punter. Placement is down, and Elliott's PAT is good. An impressive Philadelphia drive. They've done it all season long. On the first drive, they lead the Chiefs 7-0. At 10:09 to go. All year long, the Eagles have thrown the first punch and played downhill. They're going to do that in Super Bowl 57. First possession of the game. Chiefs won the toss and deferred, and the Eagles go down the field to get a touchdown on a QB sneak. Let's go to Josh Klingler.
Kind of watching the defensive bench right now, guys, and a lot of adjustments underway. The defensive line, those guys kind of wear their emotions on their sleeve. Frank Clark, Chris Jones, trying to get some adjustments being made. Steve Spagnuolo has worked along the defensive guys as well after that first drive, so expecting to make a couple adjustments and come out better in drive number 2.
Not a surprising drive because of how proficient the Eagles have been, especially early in games, but the Chiefs had their chances.
Yeah.
3rd down and 5, they give up a 12-yard pass. Then there was another 3rd down that they had converted 2nd and 6. The Chiefs had them behind the chains once and couldn't get Philadelphia off the field.
But we know this Chiefs team, they do a solid job of making adjustments. Sometimes not seeing another team this season, you get surprised by some things, and then you kind of find your lane. Expect better and more proficient defense as this game moves forward.
Jake Elliott will kick it off. Rookie Isaiah Pacheco back to take the kick. He'll let it go over his head, and the Chiefs will have their first drive start at the 25-yard line. Let's give you the offensive starters for Kansas City. It's brought to you by Club Car Wash, the official car wash of the Kansas City Chiefs. At left tackle, Orlando Brown Jr., the left guard, Joe Tooney. Center, Creed Humphrey, the right guard, Trey Smith. The right tackle is Andrew Wiley. The Chiefs will start Travis Kelce at tight end left. They'll also start Noah Gray right over there with him. Patrick Mahomes at quarterback with Pacheco in the backfield to his right. Marquez Valdez-Scantling and Juju Smith-Schuster. Wide receivers to the right side. 1st and 10 for the Chiefs from their own 25. They will run it to Pacheco, going behind left guard, and Pacheco spins off the initial hit. He will gain 3.5 yards up to his own 28.5, hit by Javon Hargrave, who is maybe one of the more underrated defensive linemen in this league, as Hargrave is a beast. at the defensive line position.
You consider the front four for this Eagles team with Sweat, Hargrave, Cox, and Graham were dominant, and then you add Hassan Reddick in there as a linebacker. Very, very tough.
3 tight ends for the Chiefs here on 2nd down and 7 from their own 28. 7-0 Philadelphia. Mahomes will throw it, fires it over the middle. He's got Kelsey at the 40, the 45, and up near midfield. He'll be tackled at the 49 for a gain of 21 yards. And for Travis Kelsey now, and from Patrick Mahomes to Kelsey 99 times in the postseason. That's second in NFL history. Tom Brady to Julian Edelman are the only two better.
Well, there's a lot of attention, justifiably so, being made to number 87, the linebacker with the safety help. Gardner Johnson just can't keep up with Travis Kelsey on that play.
7-0 Eagles, 8:58 to go first quarter. Chiefs trot 3 to the near side. Play fake, rolling right is Mahomes. He will keep it, sprints, 40, 50-yard line, slides down to a stop in Eagle territory on his hip at the 44-yard line of Philadelphia. And picks up 8 yards, it appears, on first down, scrambling to the near side. 7-0 Philly.
What a great design play. That play that he's rolling out on a naked boot, and who stays in the block? Travis Kelsey. Still all the attention being paid to him, but he's not out in the route. Opens up the lane for Patrick to scramble.
2nd down 2 for Kansas City and Mahomes. Football is at the Philly 44-yard line. Here comes jet action. They're going to give it on the left side. It goes to Pacheco, breaks a tackle, 35. Downfield block inside the 25 and rolls down to the Philadelphia 19-yard line. 25-yard run by Pacheco. It was cross action on jet action, and Pacheco got the handoff and blasted into the Philly secondary.
And that's one way to be successful against a very dangerous and very aggressive defense, Mitch. Have them look sideways. One guy looks left, looks right, forgets about what's hitting him right in the mouth. Is Isaiah Pacheco going downhill for a big gain.
23-yard run, 1st and 10, Kansas City. They say officially now at the Philly 20-yard line. Lead play, and it goes Pacheco slipping, knee touching, and then the Eagles converge on him, but he does power forward for 2 more yards to the 18. He slipped. Is there a flag thrown here late, or is that debris coming out of the pocket of the official? A gain of 2 pending the penalty here. Nope, no penalty. Something fell out of the official's pocket. Chiefs are in the Kansas Lottery Red Zone. Download the Kansas Lottery Play On app. Scan your tickets and enter to win more. 7:14 to go first quarter. Super Bowl 57. 2nd and 8 Kansas City at the Philadelphia 18. 7-0 Eagles. Mahomes spread set 2-by-2 with Pacheco in the backfield. Mahomes in the pocket, floats a pass near side. Kelsey over the shoulder. He's got the catch. He's got the touchdown. Kansas City, a beautifully thrown ball as Mahomes to Kelsey, 18 yards officially, and the 14th time that Patrick Mahomes has found Travis Kelsey for a postseason touchdown, 2nd in National Football League history.
Mitch, this is identical to the game-winning touchdown that Travis Kelsey caught last year in that overtime thriller against the Buffalo Bills in the playoff. Just a nice wheel route against Epps, the nickel back who couldn't keep up with him. Big-time play by the big-time playmaker.
James Winchester, the pride of the Choctaw Nation, ready to snap it to Tommy Townsend, who'll hold it for Harrison Butker. Butker trying to tie the game, and his PAT bullets through the uprights, and this game is tied at 7. Both teams scoring on their first possessions of Super Bowl 57. This first quarter is brought to you by GEHA. Mahomes spread set 2-by-2 with Pacheco in the backfield. Mahomes in the pocket, floats a pass near side. Kelsey over the shoulder. He's got the catch. He's got the touchdown. Kansas City, a beautifully thrown ball as Mahomes to Kelsey, 18 yards officially, and the 14th time that Patrick Mahomes has found Travis Kelsey for a postseason touchdown, 2nd in National Football League history. And the Chiefs answer the touchdown drive for the Eagles with one of their own, a 6-play, 75-yard drive. Chunk plays 20 to Kelsey, a 25-yard run by Isaiah Pacheco, and you just heard the coup de grace to cap it, an 18-yard pass perfectly thrown over the shoulder to Travis Kelsey.
Yeah, 12.5 yards per play on that drive, Mitch. 38 passing, a nice balance. Attack 38 and 37 on the rush.
Butker puts the ball on the tee. Philadelphia, their first drive. Chiefs won the toss, deferred, and the Eagles win 11 plays, 75 yards. 6:57 remaining in Super Bowl 57's first quarter. It is a 7-7 tie. Austin Scott, 3 yards deep in the end zone to take this kick from Harrison Butker, and it sails beyond the end zone. Second touchback of the game for Harrison Butker. So for the second straight drive, Jalen Hurts will begin the Eagles' possession at his own 25-yard line. Chiefs had chances to get the Eagles off the field the last time, much more than the Eagles had against the Chiefs drive, but the Chiefs could not get it done on third down on 2 separate occasions.
Eagles will start this drive with Kenneth Gainwell in the backfield. He's one of the more passing threats for the Eagles and this offense, so be focusing on our linebackers against Gainwell.
Dunlap is in there now, rotating in at defensive line. So is Colin Saunders. They sprint Gainwell in motion to the right boundary. They will throw it that way on a wide screen. He gets up to the 30 and then popped out of bounds. Flag is thrown on the play. This may be a hold on Dunlap because Dunlap was getting over there to defend it. It's a gain of 6 momentarily. But Carlos Dunlap read the wide receiver screen all the way. And this may be a penalty on Philadelphia.
Pass interference, number 3, offense, 10-yard penalty, first down.
That ball is not thrown behind the line of scrimmage, so the wide receiver, Zach Pascal, physical wide receiver, a little bit too handsy down the field, gets there a little too early against Jalen Watson, the first negative play of the game.
Here's Josh Klingler.
You guys mentioned that Gladwell was in at running back. Miles Sanders went briefly back to the locker room, but he's standing on the sidelines right by the coaches, so we'll keep an eye on him at that running back spot.
Yeah, they got a 3-headed monster there, but Sanders had the 1,000-yard rushing season. Actually, almost 1,300 yards on the ground. First down 20 now for the Eagles at their own 15. Right side, off tackle. Gainwell gets hit and hit hard. He gets smoked by Leo Chanel.
Yes.
Back in Cedarburg, Wisconsin, making that hit. That's a 1-yard gain. I mean, the Chiefs now have had some shots on these Eagle ball carriers.
I like how the linebacking core is attacking the line of scrimmage, Mitch. You want to see that against the potent running offense. Attack the line of scrimmage, go downhill. Leo Chanel gets it done.
6 minutes to go. Super Bowl 57 first quarter. It is a 7-7 tie. The Eagles have 2nd and 19 at their own 16-yard line after an offensive pass interference penalty on a wide screen. Nick Bolton barks out the defensive calls. Hurts. Quick pass near side. It goes to Smith, and he's hit hard. He goes down at the 22. He'll gain 5 yards, saying down at the 21 officially. L'Jarius Sneed got there first, and then Nick Bolton was screaming out there as well to cover that wide screen.
Well, excellent job by L'Jarius Sneed. He scrapes past the tight end. Dallas Goedert was going out there to block him. The bigger body, 6'5", 256-pound tight end. He's able to slip that block and get the tackle on the ball carrier.
Eagles are 2 for 2. They're the best in the NFL on third down conversions in the playoffs. They have 3rd and 14 here at their own 21. 7-7 tie. Shade over 5 minutes left first quarter. Hurts squats down and takes the snap. Being pressured. He'll step up into the pocket. Now runs, pump faking, and he's going to be throwing the football away. Chased by Frank Clark. It'll be an incompletion, but Kansas City got pressure middle and pressure wide on the dangerous Jalen Hurts, and the Eagles, with their offensive pass interference penalty, are going to be 3 and out.
Well, you can tell the Eagles are concerned about the pass rush of the Chiefs. We've seen a couple of bubble screens as well as swing routes in the backfield. They're trying to make an emphasis of getting the ball quickly out of Jalen Hurts' hands. You can't do that when you're behind the sticks at 3rd and 14.
Aaron Sipos has been on injured reserve since mid-December. They just got him back before the game. End over end, spinning punt. Kadarius Toney's going to let it bounce. And now Toney will pick it up as the flyer went by him. Actually, the gunner went by him, and now Toney will pick it up on the bounce and get it up to his own 34-yard line.
I think he thought that maybe it might have touched his teammate. Good, smart play.
5-yard return, 55-yard punt. It's a 7-7 tie with 4:46 to go in the first quarter of Super Bowl 57. This quarter brought to you by GEHA. A 7-7 tie, 4:46 to go in the first quarter of Super Bowl 57. Chiefs won the toss, deferred their choice to the second half. The Eagles, it's what they've done all year, scored a touchdown on their first possession on an impressive 11-play, 75-yard drive. Equally impressive, the Chiefs come back and scored a 6-play, 75-yard drive, but now the Chiefs get a 3-and-out Offensive pass interference penalty on the Eagles, and now the Chiefs have 1st and 10 at their own 34 and a chance to potentially take the lead. Pacheco is the running back. Mahomes will be under center. Creed Humphrey on this occasion. 2 receivers left. Kelsey single to the right. Jet action. They fake it to Pacheco, and now a quick tight end screen. And it's up to near the 40-yard line, a gain of 6. Noah Gray on an inside tight end screen with the catch. And the Chiefs will gain 6 yards on 1st down.
It's just so much more to our offense when Patrick Mahomes is under center. When you have to deal with Isaiah Pacheco 6 yards, 7 yards deep in that I formation, and he can still play action, get rid of the ball quickly, as well as be surgical down the field. Tough for every defense.
And a great cut block by Trey Smith. 2nd down, 4 for the Chiefs at their own 40. 7-7 tie. Handoff trying to plow right in the middle of that Eagles defense, and a late flag is thrown on the play. It's a gain of 2 yards as the Chiefs try to muscle up for short yardage. Kazir White, the ex-Charger, was the tackler for Philadelphia.
Illegal use of hands to the face. Number 74, defense. 5-yard penalty. Automatic. 1st down.
That's Ndamukong Suh, the 13-year veteran, of course, the legend out of Nebraska. This is his 3rd Super Bowl with his 3rd different team. Remember, he was a menace in Super Bowl 55 against the Chiefs in Tampa.
And looked like he got his hand under the chin of Andrew Wiley there, pushed him back, maybe had more jersey than face, but we'll take it.
4:06 to go, 1st quarter, 7-7 tie. Chiefs with the penalty have a 1st down at their own 47-yard line. Football is on the left hash, but on the painted NFL shield at the center of the field. McKinnon pointing out a protection here as Tony comes in jet action. Mahomes play action fake over the middle. Kelsey wide open at the 35 of the Eagles and goes down awkwardly at the Eagle 31, but it's a gain of 23 yards as Kelsey's been wide open twice in this quarter. Former New York Giant James Bradbury, who led the NFL with forced incompletions, got there, but after a 22-yard reception by Kelsey.
So much movement at the point of attack. You see linebackers scattering in the middle of the field, not knowing exactly where guys are going. He's able to capitalize on that, the vacancy, for another big play.
Chiefs empty the backfield momentarily. They'll stay empty. And Mahomes, with minimal protection, now moves to his right, being pressured, and now throws the football away as he's hit by Ndamukong Suh. It'll be an incompletion on 1st and 10 at the 31 of Philadelphia.
A good smart play by Patrick Mahomes. Try to escape the pocket. Know you're not going to get much real estate. Throw the ball out of bounds. Live for 2nd down.
7-7 tie. Chiefs again with a great opportunity here to take the lead against this vaunted Philadelphia defense. Up the football, Creed Humphrey. Flanked on the right by his buddy. Quick snap. They're going to throw it on a screen. It comes to the near side, McKinnon. McKinnon trying to slip a tackle. Lunging forward inside the Eagle 25 to the 23, picking up 7 yards. Darius Slay, veteran cornerback, makes the stop. Here's Josh Klingler.
I think a little trickery there, guys. The left side of the offensive line were standing and pointing out assignments, and I think they were trying to fool the Eagles a little bit to show they weren't ready, and they snapped it quick.
3rd and 3 here now for Kansas City at the 24 of the Eagles. And for the Chiefs, this is their first opportunity on 3rd down. 3 tight ends, quick snap, rolling to the right. Mahomes being pressured, now throws it late and incomplete. He slipped as he threw the football. He was trying to roll out after faking a handoff. Jody Fortson was the intended receiver, but there has been some slipping, and Mahomes slipped there, and the Chiefs will try to take the lead with a field goal.
Yeah, coming around, right around that 25-yard line, Mitch. I've seen guys slipping in warm-ups. Fortunate for Patrick Mahomes, that ball was not intercepted. Good job of containing him in the pocket by the Eagles defense.
Here's Harrison Butker. 20 of 23 in his career in the postseason. 5 of 5 this postseason. This will be a 42-yard attempt from the near hash. 7-7 tie. 2:28 to go in the 1st quarter. Waiting for the go sign is Townsend. Good snap by Winchester. Swinging the right leg through is Butker. And the kick is no good. He misses it wide left. And the Chiefs lose their opportunity to take the lead. And the score stays 7-7. And the Eagles will take over at the point of the missed kick. At the 32-yard line, their own. You're listening to Super Bowl 57 on 106.5 The Wolf.
The other day, This is the Super Bowl. And now is the time for Chiefs football to make history.
7-7 tie, 2:24 to go in the first quarter at Super Bowl 57. Eagles drove for a touchdown on their first drive. Then the Chiefs answered with a touchdown drive. Chiefs got a 3-and-out, fueled by an offensive pass interference penalty. And then the Chiefs drove to the 24 of the Eagles, but miss a 42-yard field goal attempt from Harrison Butker, missing wide left, grazing off the far upright. But there is some slipping going on this field, Danon.
Yeah.
As we view it, we're kind of in the corner of the end zone here, but you mentioned it during pregame that they thought they had this field fixed, but I'm not so sure on the near side if this isn't a little bit slippery.
Yeah, and it's unfortunate because it looks like it's in beautiful shape, Mitch, but you wonder because I was seeing the defensive backs for the Eagles in pregame warm-up slipping in their backpedal drills. Hopefully that won't be more of a factor later in this game.
Jalen Hurts back at it, quarterback. 5 of 7, 59 yards. Hurts finished his career at Oklahoma. Remember, he started at Alabama. Got pulled for the national championship game. That was Tua Tagovailoa's moment. But Hurts was fantastic at Oklahoma. And this year has had an incredible year. He's already got a touchdown rushing in this game. And he's got the most rushing touchdowns by a quarterback in NFL history this season. He's going to run it this time. Flag on the play as he's pulled down from behind as he runs up across the 35, gains 5 yards, up 2, as Joshua Williams makes the tackle up to the 37-yard line pending the penalty.
Yeah, Mitch, there's no surprise there. I mentioned at the end of that last defensive series that you'd like to see they probably would implement Jalen running around the edge. They did so.
They pick up the flag, so no penalty flag. Gain of 5, 2nd and 5 Eagles at their own 37. Hurts will keep it again, but he gets hit hard this time and driven back. A gain of just 1 on an RPO keep. Nick Bolton slammed right into Hurts. And it's 3rd down and 4 for the Eagles at their own 38-yard line. 7-7 tie, 1:38 to go, first quarter.
Great discipline by the defense. You want to force him to hold on to the ball in that RPO, but make sure you keep outside leverage, squeezing him in, back into the rest of your teammates making that tackle. Jordan
Mailata, Landon Dickerson, Jason Kelsey, Trav's brother, Isaac Suomalo, and Lane Johnson, a really good offensive line up in front of Hurts, who will empty the backfield. He is 3 by 2. 3 eligible to the right side, 2 to the left, play clock at 2. Hurts raising the right leg, squats, and now the flags fly over the field. Jumping across was Frank Clark, but was he pulled across?
Offside.
Nope.
Defense number 55, unimpeded to the quarterback.
It'll be a 5-yard penalty on Frank Clark and an automatic first down. The play clock was near 0.
Yeah, Frank Clark was trying to cheat, get an extra step. He recognizes that the play clock was approaching 0, and he tries to get a quick jump. Gets there just a little bit too early, but it was right on the fringe of a delay of game penalty. They get a free first down.
Eagles 1st and 10 now at their own 43. Harrison Butker just missing a 42-yard field goal. 7-7 tie. And now Goddard gets it on a tight end around on the same action. The Chiefs used Pacheco to get the big run, and he'll pick up 4 yards, 4.5, up to his own 47-yard line. Goddard, the tight end out of South Dakota State. Leo Chanel stays home that time and does an excellent job.
You can tell the Eagles are going to try to hit us quick hitters like that, Mitch, before we can get set. Again, stay disciplined with your eyes, be able to snuff that kind of play out.
22 seconds remaining in this initial quarter. Miles Sanders stays in at running back, shading to the right, now flips to the left side, the left hip of Hurts. 2nd and 6, Philadelphia. Ball on the far hash, snap to Hurts. Chiefs trying to pressure, slant caught A.J. Brown. First down to the Kansas City 45 and a gain of 7 yards in front of Joshua Williams. The ex-Tennessee Titan who's had big games against the Chiefs, including 133 last year in Nashville against Kansas City, gets the slant and a first down.
Mitch, we talked about this in pregame. Joshua Williams being a guy, because of his tall, rangy figure, he's going to be responsible for guarding the bigger receiver, and A.J. Brown doesn't get it done there.
That's the end of the first quarter. 7-7 tie. You're listening to Super Bowl 57 on 106.5 The Wolf.
Flash Awards.
Back in Glendale, Arizona, elevate your tailgate at Hy-Vee. Your local Hy-Vee meat department always has the freshest and most flavorful cuts that are sure to be a hit at any tailgate. Hy-Vee, proud sponsor of the Kansas City Chiefs. Here it's a 7-7 tie. The Chiefs touchdown, an 18-yard pass from Patrick Mahomes to Travis Kelce. The Eagles touchdown, a half-yard quarterback sneak by Jalen Hurts. Both were on initial drives of the game. The Chiefs' second drive ended with a missed 42-yard field goal by Harrison Butker. Might have slipped on the turf. And now the Eagles on their third drive, after they had to punt on a 3-and-out, they're moving at the Kansas City 45.
Each team capitalizing on the other team's mistakes. A penalty by Frank Clark extends this drive. We were able to be the beneficiary of a couple of penalties by the Eagles as well.
Chris Jones up front along with Colin Saunders, George Karlaftis, and Frank Clark. In the pistol this time, Miles Sanders is lined up right behind Jalen Hurts. He fakes to him, does Hurts. Hurts wants to throw, and he's throwing long for A.J. Brown, trying to locate the ball, and comes back to it and catches it. Touchdown, Philadelphia Eagles. A 45-yard touchdown pass. The Chiefs had it covered initially, and then Trent McDuffie lost track of the football while A.J. Brown stayed with it, and the Eagles take the lead.
A big-time throw by Jalen Hurts there. Eagles are able to capitalize, as you mentioned. Trent McDuffie, actually good positioning, inside-out coverage between he and the safety, Juan Thornhill, but he kind of gets thrown off just a bit with contact down the field. Misjudges the ball. Nice adjustment by Brown for their second score of the game.
A.J. Brown, nearly 1,500 yards in the regular season, fourth in the league. Again, they made the big trade for him to get him away from Tennessee. Elliott's PAT is good. So instead of the Chiefs taking either a 14-7 lead or a 10-7 lead, they get neither on a missed field goal. And the Eagles come back to hit the Chiefs on a 45-yard long bomb. 14-7, Philadelphia at 14:52 to go in the second quarter. Here's Josh Klingler.
Guys, it was down here just to my left, right in that front quarter pylon, and you guys are dead on. A.J. Brown with a terrific read of that football and got a little last-second jump on Trent McDuffie, who didn't spot it after he turned around. That's a heck of a play, though, by Brown, and a pretty good throw to put it in that front corner.
We know A.J. Brown, a very physical receiver, 6'1", 226. Our sideline reports with Josh Klingler are presented by VisitMo.com. However you vacation, Missouri has you covered. Find yours at VisitMo.com.
And Mitch, for a large part of this season, especially since he's been healthy, Trent McDuffie has been outstanding coverage-wise on opposing receivers. Just a misjudgment there, unfortunate, a big play for the Eagles.
I play 68-yard drive, but a 45-yard pass for a touchdown. It took just 2:32. Elliott's kick, angling to the near side. Pacheco will wave his arms and let it bounce in the end zone for a touchback. So the Chiefs in their third possession now. They've driven it. They drive for a touchdown on their first. The second one starts at their own 34 after a 3-and-out. But they stall on a 3rd and 3. Mahomes slipped on a passing attempt, and then a missed field goal. And now the Eagles take a 14-7 lead on the long pass by Jalen Hurts to A.J. Brown. Pacheco single back. Sky Moore now in the game. He sprints in motion as under center is Mahomes. Eagles love to play downhill, and they get a 7-point lead again. Pacheco goes off tackle, trying to stiff arm the Eagles, and he'll get hammered for a loss of 2. Javon Hargrave not running away from him. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Chiefs football.
The official radio home for Kansas City Chiefs football.
WDAF-FM and HD1 Liberty.
This is Chris Jones, and you're listening to the home of the Chiefs, 106.5 The Wolf.
Loss of 2 for Kansas City. 2nd and 12, Mahomes at his own 23. Ball will be snapped on the near hash. Pacheco fidgeting just a bit, trying to get the call from Mahomes, who looks like he's making a check. 3-by-1, quick pass. Right side caught by Juju Smith-Schuster, hit immediately. A gain of just 4 up to the 27-yard line. Marcus Epps, 4-year safety, was right there getting Juju Smith-Schuster, and the Chiefs will have 3rd down.
Patrick Mahomes recognizes what looks to be a blitz by the Eagles defense. That's a hot route to Juju Smith-Schuster. He takes a big hit in the middle of the field. Maybe like to see a slant where he had a little bit more separation from that safety.
3rd and 8, Kansas City at its own 27. The Eagles, 78 sacks in the regular season and postseason, the most since the 85 Bears. Pin their ears back, coming after Mahomes. Mahomes over the middle, incomplete. as there was contact and no penalty flag. Juju Smith-Schuster running a crossing route in front of the defender, James Bradbury. And the Chiefs are 3 and out after the Eagles touchdown at 13:31 to go second quarter. Eagles leading 14-7.
You're exactly right. A lot of contact there. Orlando Brown Jr. gets blown by T.J. Edwards. The linebacker's very active for this Eagles defense, forcing that fourth down.
Tommy Townsend to punt. Fantastic in this postseason. Great in the regular season. It's the punt away. It's a shorter punt. It's going to be a line drive and very returnable. The Eagles get a left side return. They get a block and across the 30 and up to the 33. Britton Covey playing with the injury. And rookie out of Utah. Hang time at just 3.97. 48-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. 14-7 Eagles. 13:18 to go first half. Super Bowl 57 on 106.5 The Wolf. Mitch Holthus back along with Dana Hughes. Josh Klingler on the sideline here in Glendale, Arizona. 14-7 Eagles. Both teams had touchdown drives to open the game. And the Chiefs got a stop. An offensive pass interference penalty helped out, but the Chiefs drove to the 24 of the Eagles stalled on a 3rd and 3, miss a field goal from Harrison Butker. Then the Eagles used that field position to go down and score on a 45-yard pass to A.J. Brown from Jalen Hurts, and now after the Chiefs go 3 and out, it's the best starting field position so far in this first half of Super Bowl 57 for the Philadelphia Eagles. It's their own 33-yard line. Miles Sanders is the running back. Shading to the right hip, the Super Bowl 57 logo painted underneath his shoes. Tight triangle of eligible receivers to the right of Hurts. They are in the pistol, are the Eagles. It's going to be a right side run, and he gets hit. Sanders gets buried and shoved back. It's going to be no gain or a loss of 1. Willie Gay Jr. came flying in that time, would have nothing of it. Actually, a loss of 1, 2nd and 11. Eagles at their own 32.
Nice disciplined downhill pursuit. No cutback angle for Sanders there. Short, compact running back. He likes to plant that foot and go opposite or downhill. We're not going to allow him to do it.
11 touchdowns during this regular season for Miles Sanders. 4th year out of Penn State. 12:42 to go. First half. 14-7 Eagles. Second down 11. They're going to run a screen, and it comes to the near side and spun down at the 35 after a gain of just 3 yards. Jalen Watson reads the screen on a middle screen caught by Dallas Goedert to tie it in. It'll be 3rd and long again for Philadelphia.
This is an excellent job by the rookie Jalen Watson. Remember, he's going against the bigger tight end there. He's able to snuff it out. Good, solid tackling in the open field to get some help by Nick Bolton.
3rd and 8. Eagles are 2 of 3 on 3rd down. They got 1 by penalty. A little over 12 minutes to go in the second quarter. 14-7 Eagles. Philadelphia spreads it out. They bring motion to the near side. Chiefs are blitzing Hurts. He spins away from the rusher. Now looks down the field and throws it. It's caught in front of the Chiefs bench. Caught in front of the Chiefs bench, but a yard short of the first down. It appears, or it looks like he's got the first down. It's a gain of 9 yards. Zach Pascal with the catch, and a terrific play as Philadelphia gets its 10th first down. Getting away from the pressure, and Frank Clark was Jalen Hurts to find Pascal for a gain of 9 on 3rd and 8.
Excellent drawn-up defense there, but Frank Clark cannot allow Jalen Hurts. This ball is kind of close. Not sure if they're going to replay this or review this, Mitch. Didn't look like he actually got the first down with the ball crossing that marker.
They're going to say 1st and 10. Quick snap. They're going to run it. Willie Gay Jr. trying to thwart Gainwell, but Gainwell cuts it back against the pressure, crosses midfield, and gets a gain of 8 yards to the Kansas City 47-yard line. Willie Gay Jr. came flying in, but Gainwell with his quickness able to get 1 foot in the ground and get a cutback and a nice run on first down for Philadelphia.
I mentioned this ability mainly for Miles Sanders, but definitely Kenneth Gainwell. When he plants that foot, he can go in any direction, making any linebacker look silly.
Gainwell, 2nd year out of Memphis. 2nd down and 1, they call it. At their own 47, and they try a left side run short of a first down as Gainwell. This time, no cutback alley. It's going to be short of a first down by about a half yard at the Kansas City 47-yard line. 14-7 Eagles, 10:24 to go in the first half.
Go quick to the line of scrimmage, likely a quarterback sneak again to get this first down.
And here they come. They surround Hurts from behind. Chiefs are saying there's a false start. Chiefs are saying there was a false start on Philadelphia, and that's what they're going to get.
56, offense, 5-yard penalty.
Isaac Suomalo, the 7-year veteran right guard, that's what they ran. Same play for the touchdown. They set up 2 guys around Jalen Hurts behind him, almost like victory formation. And this time it's a 5-yard penalty. 3rd down and 6 now for the Eagles. And they're now back in their own territory at their own 48-yard line.
Nice job by the defensive line pointing that out. So many bodies in condensed space. Not sure the officials would have seen it.
It's like a 1930s play. Spread set. Hurts by himself in the backfield. Threat to run and throw. Crouches down. He wants to run it. The ball's out. He kicks the ball. It's picked up by Kansas City. They're going to the 20, to the 10, to the 5. Touchdown! Kansas City! A defensive score by Nick Bolton. Hurts got hit and kicked the ball, picked up by Bolton, and the Chiefs defense gets an incredible touchdown at 9:39 to go, second quarter.
Yeah, the first mistake, a costly mistake by the Eagles. Again, great discipline, great pursuit. Nick Bolton was the pursuer, got his hands around Jalen Hurts, and then was able to maneuver, scoop, and score the second touchdown of the career for Nick Bolton.
He had the scoop and score against Denver.
Yeah. Last
year in the regular season, 86 yards. We'll see what the NFL officially gives this one, but the Chiefs can tie the game with this PAT, and they do so with a defensive touchdown against the Eagles. Hurts has not turned it over much this season, but that is his 3rd lost fumble this year. It's a 14-14 tie, 44-yard scoop and score by Nick Bolton. 9:39 to go, second quarter, knotted at 14. You're listening to Super Bowl 57 on 106.5 The Wolf. The Kansas City Chiefs get the first big defensive play of this game. Officially a 6-yard scoop and score by Nick Bolton after Bolton put pressure on Jalen Hurts on a designed run on 3rd and 6, and Hurts just lost the ball. It slipped off his hip, then he kicked it, and then the Chiefs able to scoop it in and tie the game at 14 with 9:39 to go in the second quarter. Butker flails away on the kick, and no return attempted by Boston Scott. Let's check in now with Josh Klingler.
Thankful for longer timeouts here at the Super Bowl, right, guys? As Nick Bolton had that scoop and score, he was finding oxygen on the sidelines, trying to get the breath back because they got to come right back on the field and defend once again. So it's good to have those extra pauses in a game like this.
I'm going to say this as a compliment to Philadelphia, but they remind me a lot of San Francisco.
Yeah.
Very scheme-oriented. They're good in running their scheme. Hurts, but they've got to stay on schedule. If they go off schedule a bit, it really kind of bugs them.
And when you have the negative plays, we had 2 impact negative plays. Frank Clark going offsides in 3rd and 5, and now the fumble by the Eagles, offset by scores.
On 3rd down and 1, they get a false start that set up that sequence. Hurts, 1st and 10 at his own 25. Sanders sprints in motion to the right flat, a quarterback draw, and angling left is Hurts across the 30, and he's going to get a double-digit gain all the way up to near the 40-yard line. It's going to be a 15-yard run on a designed quarterback draw by Jalen Hurts. Nick Bolton chased him down, but well blocked. The Chiefs get outflanked on the right side of their defense.
Well, you talk about how much confidence Nick Sirianni has to have in Jalen Hurts. He fumbles the ball. We get a scoop and score. First play of the next drive, you go right back to him, getting the ball in his hands and getting him more confidence in tucking it away.
Knowing the competitor he is, I bet he wanted to run that play.
Yep.
He probably said, let's run this right out of the gate. 14-14 tie. 1st and 10 Philadelphia at its own 39-yard line. Sanders in the pistol. They're going to fake to him, and wanting to throw is Hurts. And Hurts unloads it now of the middle of the field. The pass will be broken up by Juan Thornhill. Double covering over the top of McDuffie, the intended receiver A.J. Brown. But Thornhill gets over the top of the play, something that McDuffie was wanting to do, I think, on the touchdown earlier.
Yeah, just running a post-corner post, inside-outside leverage, good ball skills by Juan Thornhill. Also, Mitch thought that the Eagles got away with a false start by the right guard again. It looked like he was just a little bit early there. Sure, there's some people in the ear of the official on the sideline for the Chiefs.
I'm going to tell you about their false starts on the offensive line. It's one of the chinks of their armor this season. I'll get to that after this play. 2nd and 10 Eagles at their own 39, 14-14 tie. Chiefs push the pocket. They'll swing it to the right flat. It goes to Scott. He jukes McDuffie, jukes another defender, and he's near midfield and up to the 48-yard line. A gain of 9 yards on 2nd and 10. That's going to give him 10 yards and a first down at the 49. Willie Gay Jr. eventually got him, but McDuffie missed a tackle, and so did Nick Bolton.
3 missed tackles on that.
Ooh, see, he is short, Dane, and 3rd down and 1.
Got to be able to make those open field tackles there.
Jordan Mailata, left tackle, 3 false starts. Landon Dickerson, left guard, 4 false starts. Jason Kelsey, 2 false starts. Suamalo, 1 in this game, 2 false starts, 2 for Lane Johnson. I've never seen that from a team.
Yeah.
Their whole offensive line has got at least 2 false starts.
They're going to go with the quarterback sneak again.
They do it, and they plunge into the line, does Hurts, on 3rd down and 1 from his own 48, and he'll gain 2 right to midfield. 7:48 to go, 2nd quarter, 14-14 tie. The Chiefs just tied it up on a scoop and score by Nick Bolton of 35 yards.
It's so tough to defend that quarterback sneak because Jalen Hurts, he's not just running over the back of Jason Kelsey. He kind of slides towards the guard tackle where there's a little bit more of a vacancy.
And he gets pushed by 2 dudes are behind him, not 1. Expect a rule change in that soon, in that pushing the quarterback sneak, short yardage. They're going to run a swing route again to the right side. Catch is made by Gainwell, covered better this time by Jalen Watson. Gain of 5 as he sprints over to the near sideline to make that stop. Tickets for Less has tickets for stuff all throughout the offseason. Get great deals on tickets to concerts, college basketball, and more at ticketsforless.com.
You talked about the false starts. Looked like the right tackle, Lane Johnson, was off just a little bit early there again, so maybe more attention will be taken to that the latter part of this game.
14-14 tie, 6:48 to go, 2nd quarter. 2nd and 5, Jalen Hurts and the Eagles at the Kansas City 45. Spread set again. Sanders to the right of Hurts. Hurts is going to keep it on a quarterback run, and the Chiefs shove him out of bounds. Willie Gay Jr. And it was an SEC play, at least in the old days, with Mississippi State chasing out the former Alabama Crimson Tide quarterback, Jalen Hurts. It's a loss on the play of about a half yard.
Yeah, this is discipline right here. Willie Gay Jr. keeping his outside shoulder free, not going for any of the moves of Jalen Hurts, not diving at his legs, just push him out of bounds, live for 3rd down.
Time of possession, 15-plus minutes for Philadelphia. They have 3rd and 6 here at the Kansas City 46. 6:06 remaining 2nd quarter, 14-14 tie. Chiefs with split safeties. They're going to run it, and they come up the middle, and the Chiefs stone him for 1 yard as hit by Mike Dana. Now, here's Philadelphia. They were playing to go for it on 4th down.
Yeah.
They're going to have 4th and 5 here. They've gone for it for 3 times in the postseason on 4th down. They've made it every time.
And now watch for holding your water on defense. Try to get a free play. I can't imagine they thought about going for it if they got 0 yards on that 3rd down. Hold your water, no offsides, no penalties, and a free set of downs.
Frank Clark has got to stay disciplined here. 4th down and 5. They're going to snap it on a QB draw. Hurts angling to the near side and sheds a tackle. He's at the 30. He's at the 20, and then gets all the way down to the Kansas City 15-yard line. A 30-yard run. 4th down and 5 at the 45 of Kansas City, and they run it for 30 yards on a QB draw.
And Chris Jones tries to go outside the right guard. Mike Dana doesn't fill in that void, and normally Nick Bolton is there eyeing and spying the quarterback. That just shows you the speed and athleticism of Jalen Hurts.
They say 28 officially, but now 4 of 4 on 4th down are the Eagles in the postseason. They were 4th in the regular season on 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 at the Kansas City 16. They dive into the line on a short gain here, gaining up to the 14 and gaining just 2 yards. Gainwell got the call behind Landon Dickerson, the left guard, and Nick Bolton was there this time, along with Holthus.
Several of the defensive linemen for the Chiefs got their hands on their hips, maybe a little bit winded. You talked about that after the scoop and score, having to go back and take the field. But your backs are up against the goal line. Got to suck it up.
It's been forever since the Chiefs have had the ball. 10th play of the Eagle drive. 2nd and 7 at the Chief 13.5-yard line. 14-14 tie. Bubble screen near side. Smith slips inside, one block. And now Smith gets hit, and he might be injured. He's inside the 10, gaining 4 yards. He gets up slowly.
Talked about how tough he is, but his knee got twisted just a bit. He's limping back to the huddle.
He wants out.
His left leg can't even run full speed.
Willie Gay Jr. made the stop. Big play here. 3rd and 3 Eagles at the 9 of Kansas City. 14-14 tie. 3:33 to go in the second quarter. Eagles are 4 of 7 on 3rd down.
Hurts in that quarterback draw.
Goddard tucked in as a tight slot. They're going to hand it off on the RPO action, and the Chiefs are all over it. It's going to be a gain of 1 yard on 3rd and 3 to the 8. Chris Jones, George Karlaftis. Now what do the Eagles do? They're going to go for it on 4th down again.
So immediately, Nick Sirianni motioning to his sideline and the special teams to stay on the sideline. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Have to believe they're going to keep the ball in Jalen Hurts' hands.
4th and 2 at the Kansas City 8-yard line. 14-14 tie. Hurts is under center this time. Gainwell is the running back right behind him. Long count. And now there's their movement. All kinds of movement. The Eagles are pointing at the Chiefs as the down judge comes running in, and they're going to discuss this.
A lot of movement. They're going to complain and say that the Chiefs drew them off. I did not see anybody go into the neutral zone.
Number 91.
Nope, Derek Notty's called for the penalty. Automatic first down. Second offside penalty on the Chiefs in this first half.
An offside penalty giving them a first down. Chris Jones was that Derek Notty lined up in the neutral zone?
He was helmet for helmet.
Got to be smarter than that.
2 offside penalties in this half, and now the Eagles have first down and goal to go at the 4-yard line at 2:39 to go. Chiefs have not even had the ball at all in the second quarter. They have had 1 possession in this second quarter. First down, goal to go, Jalen Hurts at the 4-yard line. Sanders to his left, now sprints in motion. Quarterback draw, left, Hurts, left side, touchdown. They use the motion to clear out the middle once again, and the Eagles regain a 20-14 lead on a 4-yard touchdown for Jalen Hurts, his second TD of the game.
Well, we knew the Eagles had a lot of fight in them. They had a negative play go against them. We scoop and score. Jalen Hurts opens this drive up with a big run, gets his confidence back. A well-blocked quarterback draw again for their 3rd score in this game.
Siposs will hold. Rick Lovato will snap it. And Jake Elliott will try to give the Eagles a 21-14 lead. And he does so. 2:20 to go in the first half. Enormous possession coming up. The Chiefs will have the ball to start the 3rd quarter. They will get the football with 3 timeouts and 2:20 left, but they trail. The Chiefs trail the Eagles 21-14. You're listening to Super Bowl 57 on 106.5 The Wolf.
The Wolf.
Spread set. Hurts by himself in the backfield. Threat to run and throw. Crouches down. He wants to run it. The ball's out. He kicks the ball. It's picked up by Kansas City. They're going to the 20, to the 10, to the 5. Touchdown! Kansas City. A defensive score by Nick Bolton. Hurts got hit and kicked the ball. Picked up by Bolton. And the Chiefs defense gets an incredible touchdown at 9:39 to go, second quarter. That tied it at 14-14. But then the Eagles came back with a 12-play, 75-yard touchdown drive. And now Philadelphia leads again, 21-14. They led 7-0. Then it was 7-7. Then 14-7 Philly. Then 14-14 after the play you just heard. And now 21-14 Philadelphia. The Chiefs in the second quarter, Dane and Hughes, have had the ball for 1 minute and 44 seconds. They had a 3-and-out. Then after the scoop and score, Philadelphia got it back again and had a drive that took over 7 minutes.
7 minutes and 8 seconds to 20 minutes and 32 seconds so far in this game in time of possession. 2 penalties for the Chiefs, 3 penalties for the Eagles, but both penalties extended the drives and ultimately led to touchdowns. So self-inflicted wounds right now with Mitch. They're hurting us.
All right, let's go to Josh Klingner as the kick goes over the head of Pacheco. It's a touchback.
Mitch, as you mentioned, time of possession, big deal right now. A lot of the offensive players during the last really 2 drives, they've been jogging up and down the sidelines, trying to stay loose, trying to stretch, because they just haven't been in the mix.
But here's the deal, Dana, and we talk about it all the time. You got a chance to get 2 straight scores here and take the lead. If you can score here, you'll get the ball to start the third quarter.
And get the momentum back on your side.
McKinnon is the running back, shading now behind left tackle. Orlando Brown Jr. a little high on the snap. They're going to run a screen to McKinnon. Waits for a block. He's at the 30. Gets tackled there after a gain of 5. That'll be the last play, I believe, before the 2-minute warning. It ticks down at 2:08, 2:07. TJ Edwards, middle linebacker, played the screen. Chiefs are trying to get a snap before the 2-minute warning, and they will not get it done. Yes, they will. They throw right side, and it's caught, and it's a first down. Right before the 2-minute warning, they go to Justin Watson on a quick in cut, and now they announce the 2-minute warning at 1:56. But the Chiefs, will they give them the first down here? It's really close.
This is the 2-minute warning at 1:56.
I mean, they snapped the ball. It looked like 1:59 on the clock, but they still give the Chiefs the play. All right, a 21-14 Eagle lead. We'll see what the down and distance is. They are going to give the Chiefs the first down at their own 35. 2-minute warning is powered by Ford. Compare them and visit right now. Go to buyfordnow.com. Visit them tonight. 21-14 Eagles. 1:56 to go in the second quarter of Super Bowl 57. As the Eagles just scored their 3rd offensive touchdown. The Chiefs have an offensive touchdown and a defensive scoop and score. But the Chiefs almost got a free play there and a 5-yard pickup for a first down to Justin Watson before they announced the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, it's a great job of discipline, the offensive line getting set at the line of scrimmage, but having 2 plays called. Take a quick throw, save your timeouts, extend the drive.
Again, this is for Kansas City just their 4th possession of the game. They have 1st and 10, quick snap. And Mahomes is throwing long for Marquez Valdes-Scantling, trying to twist his body back to the right after pushing the defender inside, but he cannot get to the football. James Bradbury was covering as the Chiefs tried to go long and left on the near sideline, but it's incomplete.
He lines up inside the numbers, just could have kept running, maybe making the adjustment to catch that ball over the outside shoulder. Not a badly thrown ball by Mahomes there. You want to keep it away from the safety that's coming over.
2nd down 10 for the Chiefs now at their own 36 at 1:51 to go in the second quarter. 21-14 Philadelphia. Single high for Philly. They show blitz. And this might be a false start on Kansas City. They saw the blitz coming and flinched.
157 offense.
It was Orlando Brown Jr. That's the 3rd penalty on the Chiefs. A late blitz attempt here by Philadelphia, causing Orlando Brown Jr. to jump.
Both middle linebackers were creeping towards the line of scrimmage there, trying to time the snap. Orlando Brown Jr. just gets a little bit antsy.
So now it's 2nd and 15 at 1:51 to go in the second quarter, 21-14. And Philly's thinking they might get the ball back now. Chiefs have the ball at their own 31. Kelsey trots in motion. 3 eligible near side. Here comes a big rush. And Mahomes trying to stay alive. Bounces off the first hit. And he'll throw it across his body and incomplete. One hopping to the intended receiver. That's Juju Smith-Schuster at the 40-yard line. Hassan Reddick, he of the monster sack season. 19.5 sacks, counting the postseason. Bringing some big heat, and now the Chiefs have 3rd and 15 at their own 31-yard line, trailing 21-14.
Very athletic play by Hassan Reddick. Patrick Mahomes got knocked out of bounds, got up clean now.
And now it's Philadelphia thinking they could get a great opportunity in this game. 3rd and 15, Chiefs at their own 31. Ball slow on the snap, picked up by Mahomes at his shoe top. Trying to fight for more time to run. He'll scramble. He's at the 35, but he's ankle tackled there at the 36. And he's hurt. Mahomes is hurt. He got ankle tackled, and he'll get up limping, a gain of just 3 on the scramble. And Philadelphia immediately calls timeout at 1:33. Here's the other side of that equation. The Chiefs thinking they could have back-to-back possessions, but now the Chiefs, after getting a first down, get stopped.
First charge timeout.
And now the Chiefs will have to punt the ball, and Philly's going to get it back. as the ankle tackle made by linebacker T.J. Edwards, and a re-injured ankle here for Patrick Mahomes.
What we were afraid of, even with that ankle and how well he played in the last game in the AFC Championship, you just knew that maybe a tweak, and he's in agony on the sideline right now, Mitch. Fortunately, if we can get a defensive stop here, he'll have ample time to get treatment on it over halftime.
Pounds and not a good punt, line drive punt. It's taken by Covey here in the near side. And he gets across the 30, across the 40, and almost breaks free. But Philadelphia is going to get a great starting field position to try to end the second quarter. 49-yard punt, 30 yards on the return. Not much hang time at all on Tommy Townsend's punt. 21-14 Philadelphia. 1:22 to go, second quarter. You're listening to the Super Bowl 57 on 106.5 The Wolf. Mitch Holthus back along with Dana and Hughes. Let's go down to injury report on Patrick Mahomes. Here's Josh Klingler.
Yeah, I'm right behind Mahomes on the bench. He's in a tremendous amount of pain, guys. Got initial attention from the trainers and then kind of waved them off. No extra tape or anything like that, but it's that same ankle injury that's been bothering him. I didn't see him in this amount of pain any other point in time, at least visibly, but he got up and he walked down the sidelines towards the offensive line and said a few words, and then was still wincing as he came back and sat down on the bench right next to Eric Bieniemy and Matt Nagy. Also, Chad Henne was warming up for a brief stint during the timeout.
21-14 Eagles, 1:22 to go in the second quarter. Eagles great field position after a 20-plus yard, 27-yard punt return. Now Gainwell screen near side, and Gainwell will fight across the 50-yard line and lunging to the 48, picks up 9 yards on first down on a wide receiver screen. Eagles with 2 timeouts left, 1:08 remaining in the half. A 21-14 Philadelphia lead. Philly has led 7-0, 14-7, and now 21-14. To throw is Hurts. He's got a wheel route on the near sideline. Pass is going to be over. Caught out of the shoulder down to the Kansas City 13-yard line. Devonta Smith on a 36-yard over-the-shoulder throw from Hurts against L'Jarius Sneed.
Perfect throw, perfectly thrown ball over the outside shoulder. And looks like they're going to challenge this. The ball looked like it came down.
Well, it's inside of 2 minutes. This has to be New York, so the Chiefs can't challenge it. Would it be an NFL review?
Yeah, he juggled it just a bit, held it up against his face mask, but when he was brought down to the ground, the ball hit the turf, spun around. I have to believe this is going to be brought back, Mitch.
Remember, he got a free one against the 49ers on a very similar play.
But part of the reason that one was free because it was early in the game and they didn't have time to review it. But as you mentioned, this one goes automatically to New York for the review.
Field ruling of a catch is under review.
So you think this is going to be? You don't think he had control of the ball hadn't had 2 feet in bounds?
Oh, you can see it clearly on the review. The ball actually spins as it hits the ground. We see the laces, and then it spins around. That is not a completion of the catch. Well thrown ball, great defense by L'Jarius Sneed. He actually affected Devonta Smith bringing this in. But it's all about the completion of the catch, and that ball's up against his helmet. It's moving the entire time. I don't know how they would not overturn this.
And they're walking back. The Chiefs defense is walking back, so instead of a 36-yard pass play to the Chiefs 13, it will go as an incompletion. At 54 seconds right now on the clock to go in the first half, and the Eagles leading 21-14 in Super Bowl 57. Patrick Mahomes re-injuring his ankle at 1:33 to go in this quarter, being attended to on the sideline.
Mitch, this is big for the Chiefs defense here, but it also tells you about how this offense for the Eagles work. They'll take their shots downfield, but they also try to tighten you up to the line of scrimmage with the bubble screens and slip screens closer to the line of scrimmage so they can open up the door for the big throws to A.J. Brown and Devonta Smith.
And they're looking at this a long time. The Eagles have not moved. They think they're going to get the ball at the 13. The Chiefs have already moved back to where they think could be in defensive position. In the line of scrimmage prior to that was the 48-yard line, the Chiefs 48.
Oh,
I think they're going to allow this.
Wow. I see a lot of movement of the ball. I don't know. I don't see, I guess whatever would have been called on the field stays, but to me, the ball has a spin to it, and the fact that he had it up against his helmet, it moved as he hit the ground. This is a tough break for the Chiefs.
And again, it's New York to review it. It's not a team challenge.
Yeah.
This will be the ball will be at the 13-yard line of Kansas City. Carl Shepard still has the headset on and looking at the monitor, but now the teams have got back in place at the 13 of the Chiefs.
Hey, we're looking at the screen here in the stadium, and they're giving us the angle from the Eagles sideline out to the field, and it looks like the ball actually hits the turf.
Now they're going to walk back again.
They're listening to me.
Hey, if you need a day job or a night job.
After review, the receiver did not maintain control of the ball throughout the process of the
Thank
pass.
you.
It is an incomplete pass.
I was going to say, if they were going to allow that, you were going to jump out of this booth. And for a side hustle, you can go to work for the NFL as a replay official.
Yeah, and I can stay at home in Bayonne, New Jersey. There you go.
All right, so that makes it now the line of scrimmage. It's going to be back at the 48 of Kansas City, but it's 3rd and 1.
Yeah.
And 55 seconds remaining in the second quarter, and the Eagles leading 21-14.
2 plays being called in the huddle right now for the Eagles. Likely the first one is a quarterback sneak, get the first down, line up quickly so they can keep their timeouts. They have 2 timeouts left, as you mentioned. They're trying to put a touchdown on the board. They don't want to have to settle for a field goal.
Again, the Eagles commanding time of possession. The Chiefs' second touchdown was a scoop and score. Then the Eagles came back with a 75-plus drive, and now they're going to try a quarterback sneak out of that same formation and move the pile forward. And it looks like they're going to mark this short of a first down. Or did they? No, they gave him a first down. So again, they just line up 2 big guys behind Hurts and push him. You're going to get a rule change with this, if not in the offseason, soon. First down and 10. Eagles at the Kansas City 46. Hurts trying to buy time. Now being chased by Chris Jones. He will throw the ball away. Chris Jones was on pursuit of Jalen Hurts and forces the incompletion. Dallas Goedert was the closest Eagle to the ball at the near sideline. 28 seconds left, first half. Eagles 21, Kansas City 14.
It should go back to that quarterback sneak. Chris Jones dove over the top, had initial contact on Jalen Hurts about 3 yards deep, but because of the push from behind him, he just gets escorted past that first down marker.
2nd and 10, Philadelphia at the Kansas City 46. 6th possession of the game for the Eagles. Sprinting to the near side is Covey. They're going to throw it. Smith's got it and hit at the 41-yard line. Spun to the ground by Nick Bolton, a gain of just 6. And timeout will be called by Philadelphia. That is their second timeout.
Second charge timeout.
22 seconds left, second quarter. 21-14 Philadelphia.
To 23 seconds.
It will be 3rd and 4 for
timeout.
Philadelphia at the Kansas City 40-yard line.
Just a zone breaker as a route there, a 5-yard hitch. Find that open gap in the zone. Move the ball forward, a more attainable 3rd down. But as we know, this Chiefs defense can make plays. This is one of those situations where you got to be disciplined, stay onside, make them make a play. We can get, this might be 4-down territory, though.
It would be. They're in 4-down territory. I'm going to tell you right now, that's not even a choice for them. They did it earlier in this game. They've done it in the postseason. They did it in the regular season. Gainwell's the running back, shading to the left. 3rd and 4 Eagles at the Kansas City 40. 23 seconds left to go, second quarter. 21-14 Eagle lead. Slant route caught A.J. Brown. All kinds of room. Jukes on Jalen Watson. Comes to the near side and gets a block. Out of bounds down to the Kansas City 19-yard line. A 21-yard pass. A short route, but Brown was able to get separation from Jalen Watson and a block. And the Eagles in business to score again at the Kansas City 19.
Jalen Brown, just bad technique and bump and run coverage. He actually gets his hand up around the face of A.J. Brown, gets thrown off. We know A.J. Brown is big and strong at 6'1", 226 pounds. Just sheds Jalen Watson there for a big play.
15 seconds left, second quarter. 21-14 Eagles. First and 10, Philadelphia at the Kansas City 19. 3-by-2, spread out. Gainwell comes in motion. Hurts is in the pocket to throw. Left to Gainwell. He gets lit up as he catches the football. It'll be a gain of 1. Trent McDuffie. It's Gainwell. The clock is moving at 4 seconds, 3 seconds. And now the Eagles will call timeout and try a field goal attempt.
Third and final charge timeout, Philadelphia. A 30-second timeout.
21-14 Philly.
This is a positive. Even though you may have 3 points go on the board here, this is a positive for the Chiefs. They seemed a little bit gassed ever since that scoop and score, but not giving up another touchdown. And again, we get the ball coming out for the third quarter, so an opportunity to get Patrick Mahomes extended time on the sideline, rest up that ankle, extended time due to the halftime festivities in the locker room, come out guns blazing for the second half.
35-yard field goal attempt for Jake Elliott. 13 of 13 in his career in the playoffs. He's in his 6th year. And we'll try this 35-yard attempt from the far hash. And Elliott's kick is good. And the Eagles get the last points of the half. The Chiefs had possession, a chance to potentially score back-to-back. But instead, Mahomes will trot off the field on a slow trot. But the Eagles lead at halftime, 24-14 over the Kansas City Chiefs in Super Bowl 57. And Brad Porter is standing by with a halftime show next on the Kansas City Chiefs Radio Network.
You've been listening to First Half Action on the Chiefs Radio Network. It's brought to you by Hy-Vee.
24-14 Philadelphia. The Eagles running 44 plays to just 20 for the Chiefs. The second half Eagle kickoff is brought to you by the University of Kansas Health System, the official healthcare provider of the Chiefs. Request an appointment at kansashealthsystem.com. This opening drive of the third quarter, Danon, I don't have an adjective that's big enough to tell you how big this one is. The Chiefs have got to be able to move the ball and try to get within one possession at least, or Philadelphia will really play downhill, which is what they did throughout the playoffs and much of the season.
You can expect them to test the durability of Patrick Mahomes. I'm not saying that they're going to blitz him, but they are going to try to create and squeeze the pocket inside to see if he can be mobile, specifically running to his left, so he would have to flip his hips around to throw the ball down the field.
It's a touchback on the kick. Chiefs will have it at the 25. An injury update on Mahomes. Here's Josh Klingler.
Yeah, nothing noticeable in terms of tape because he had it heavily taped before, but a lot of quiet coming out of the locker room. All I heard was 30 minutes, guys, 30 minutes. That seems to be the message here. Just go out and play your game.
Mahomes, 8 of 13, 89 yards and a touchdown, most of that on the opening drive. Chiefs will start with 3 tight ends on 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run it. Pacheco going off tackle to the right side, trying to get to the edge. Stiff arms a man, and another, and near a first down. He will go out of bounds and pick up a 7-yard run, forced out by safety Marcus Epps. And a good job on the right side of the offensive line to get a good first down run. You kind of wonder if that's the Chiefs. Just stay patient here and run at these guys a bit.
And run on the outside. If you're able to get around the outside linebackers, Mitch, you're talking about Isaiah Pacheco going one-on-one against Darius Slay, C.J. Gardner-Johnson, or Marcus Epps. I like our chances.
24-14, Philadelphia. 2nd and 3, Chiefs. They're going to run it again off tackle right side. It goes to Pacheco, and he is hit short of a first down. He gains 2. He needed 3 on 2nd down and 3. Again, stretched out to the right side. Hassan Reddick, fast not only as a pass rusher, but also as a run defender, holds the Chiefs short of a first down. 3rd down and less than a yard at the Kansas City's own 34-yard line. The Chiefs have yet to convert a 3rd down. They're 0 for 3. And the Eagles are 3 for 3.
I thought he stretched the ball out at the end of that run and got past the first down marker.
Chiefs have an eye set, but they have got Sky Moore. They're going to hand it off to Jerick McKinnon inside. He's at the 45. He lined up at fullback and gets out to the 48-yard line, gaining 14 yards. McKinnon sneaky. There was Sky Moore was the tailback, and the fullback was Jerick McKinnon, and he gets it on a trap play for 14 yards and a Chiefs first down.
Well, we've spoken so much about the different looks but similar plays that the Eagles run. How about this? This is normally Michael Burton that's back there running that play, that inside handoff, and you're able to utilize Jerick McKinnon and try to get him going.
First and 10, Chiefs at their own 48, trailing 24-14. Big rush on Mahomes. Steps up on the pocket, throws it late, and a catch made by Kelsey at his shoe tops.
Oh.
And a gain of 11 yards and one of the best catches Kelsey's made this season. Mahomes was nearly sacked on the bad ankle. He threw it late, and this thing was at the shoelaces of Kelsey. He makes the catch for 11 and a first down.
Outstanding catch, adjustment. Patrick Mahomes showing that necessary mobility in the pocket, the toughness displayed. Eagles got away with the hands to the helmet there as well, but a good first down.
First and 10, Chiefs at the 42 of the Eagles, 24-14. Now they come on a jet sweep, and Sky Moore slips and goes down at the 46-yard line. He'll gain just 2.5 to 3 yards. James Bradbury was there, but he was going to pick up more yardage before he slipped. My apologies. It's the 37-yard line, a gain of 5. And so it's 2nd and 5, Chiefs at the Eagle 37.
Already established on this drive, Mitch, efficient first downs. Getting into second and short or medium situations.
Out of the shotgun, Mahomes rolling the shoulder, wanted a double move, throws it late, catch made over the middle, diving catch at the 25. As Watson with the catch. Justin Watson, a gain of 12 over the middle and a first down for the Chiefs at the Eagle 25-yard line. Philly by 10, 3 minutes into the third quarter.
Yeah, nice job of Patrick vacating the pocket. Didn't really need to, but he's able to buy himself more time and create more real estate open for Justin Watson. Actually, he could have stayed up on his feet, might have got more yards after catch there.
He tried to, but then they ruled him down as Philly got there to put a hand on him. McKinnon's the running back. Shades to the right. Ball snapped between the hash marks. McKinnon gets it on a quick hitter, and he'll get across the 20 and diving on the Super Bowl logo to the 18, picking up 7 yards on first down. Chiefs are back in the Kansas Lottery red zone. Download the Kansas Lottery Play On app, scan your tickets, and enter to win more. Gain of 7, 2nd and 3, Milton Williams. Another former Louisiana Tech Bulldog who played with L'Jarius Sneed had the Eagle tackle.
How about that cutback ability by Jerick McKinnon right there? Planting his left foot, getting downhill quickly. That could have been a bigger game.
Chiefs empty the backfield. They go 3 by 2 left to right, but here comes McKinnon trotting to a right slot. Snap to Mahomes on 2nd and 3. Now he slips, stays alive, keeps the ball in the right hand. He'll run it. He's at the 15, got a first down, slips inside a defender, gets all the way to the Eagle 5. How's the ankle? He will get up and he will not limp. He will gain 12 yards on a scramble on a bad ankle to the Eagle 5-yard line. Marcus Epps saved a touchdown.
Mitch, I didn't have pancakes for breakfast, but evidently Andrew Wiley did. Look at the block of Andrew Wiley just mauling Hassan Reddick to open up that door for Patrick Mahomes to scamper through.
10th first down for the Chiefs. First down, goal to go at the 4. Mahomes has McKinnon to his right in the backfield. Hands on his hips is Kelsey to the left. Mahomes wants to throw it, fires it near side, and it's caught near the goal line, lunging forward and down just inside the 1-yard line. A gain of 3 yards on a crossing pattern to Jerick McKinnon. And the Chiefs will have 2nd down and goal to go inside the 1-yard line.
Misdirection with Jerick McKinnon. First it was the run play to get the first down earlier in this drive. Now you move him from the right side of the backfield to the left side. A lot of availability there, a lot of area to cover, and he's able to get it inside the 1-yard line.
10th play of the drive. 2nd down, goal to go at the 1. Pacheco in the backfield, along with McKinnon. They hand it off. Left guard, it goes. Touchdown, Kansas City. Isaiah Pacheco blasting in behind the block of Joe Tooney, the left guard, and the Chiefs get a badly needed touchdown drive on this first drive of the third quarter at 9:30 to go, third quarter.
You talk about halftime adjustments and coming out, reestablishing yourself in the second half. That's exactly how you get the job done. A healthy balance of run and pass, playmaking, and then owning the trenches. The offensive line, a great kick-out block by Trey Smith there. We have a chance to be within 3 points.
Butker's PAT, and it's perfect, and the Chiefs back within 3. 24-21 Philadelphia. An outstanding first drive of the second half for Kansas City. You're listening to the Super Bowl 57 on 106.5 The Wolf. 10 plays, 75-yard drive, but Danon, 7 runs, 3 passes. The last 4 plays of the drive were runs. And the Chiefs get back within 3 with a outstanding drive to start the third quarter.
Takes so much great coaching, great discipline, Mitch, to go back to your original game plan. I have to believe that that's what they wanted to do. Get the offensive line engaged, make sure that they know that they own the trenches, and cap it off with a score.
Butker's kick is deep. Boston Scott will let it go over his head. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Chiefs football.
The official radio home for Kansas City Chiefs football.
WDAF-FM and HD1 Liberty.
This is George Karlaftis, and you're listening to the home of the Kansas City Chiefs. 106.5 The Wolf.
24-21 Philadelphia, 9:30 to go, third quarter, Super Bowl 57. Here's Josh Klingler.
Gingerly walking off the field was Patrick Mahomes that time, but first guy to greet him, Matt Nagy, who said that was a heck of a drive. Now the entire brain trust on the bench. Nagy, Reed, Bieniemy, and Mahomes going over the next drive.
How can the defense get a stop? Jalen Hurts, 17-22, 183, a touchdown pass, and he's run for 63 yards and 2 touchdowns. He empties the backfield on 1st and 10 from his own 25. Swing route, right side, ball's out! It's picked up by Kansas City at the 20, at the 10, 5, touchdown! Kansas City! Nick Bolton, his second scoop and score of the game! A big hit on the swing route, knocked the ball loose, and the Chiefs, as the officials confer, as Miles Sanders moving forward, gets hit by L'Jarius Sneed, and they're going to rule this maybe an incompletion.
Well, that's what the Eagles are hoping for. Did he have enough to complete the catch? That is going to be the biggest question mark there. Because it's a score,
on the field,
they review it.
And a fumble recovered by the defense for a touchdown.
But the ruling on the field is a scoop and score touchdown. At 9:21 to go in the third quarter, the Chiefs could take the lead on the second defensive score of the game by Nick Bolton on a big hit by L'Jarius Sneed.
Mitch, you got 2 consecutive plays. Andrew Wiley, not consecutive plays, but 2 plays in these drives in the second half. Andrew Wiley absolutely mauling Hassan Reddick, showing that these guys had a fiery attitude coming out of halftime that might have been a little bit different than what they came into this game. The Eagles are begging for this to be overturned. I'm not sure there's enough to go either way. Having said that, a big hit by L'Jarius Sneed, the second leading tackler on this team. And I'm not sure.
Now they're bringing the defense out. I don't think this is...
After review, the receiver did not complete the process of the catch. It is an incomplete pass. Second down.
And a TD goes off the board at 9:21 to go in the third quarter. 24-21, the Eagles keep the lead.
Please set the game clock.
The tone has been reset in this game, Mitch. Those 2 plays tell me that this Chiefs defense is on a different, they're playing at a different level right now. Let's see how they can bounce back, maybe make another play on second down.
So a scoop and score TD reversed. 2nd and 10, Philadelphia at its own 25-yard line. 24-21, Philly. 9:27 to go, third quarter. Quick throw to the inside. A.J. Brown slipping, and then 2 Chiefs pounce on him at the 28. It's a gain of 4 yards with forward progress to the 29. Joshua Williams and Willie Gay Jr., and they hit A.J. Brown hard.
Yes, A.J. Brown likes to have that spin move back to the sideline on the slant route, but the speed of Willie Gay Jr. and Joshua Williams, first guy hit, second guy trying to rip the ball out. A.J. Brown took a little offense to that.
Third down and 6 for the Eagles at their own 29. Eagles are 6 of 10 on third downs in this game. 24-21 Philadelphia. Kenneth Gainwell is the running back. Tight on the left hip of Hurts momentarily. Now he goes into the near flat. Hurts holding the ball, firing it late, and the pass is going to be a diving catch made by Goddard at the 45. Dallas Goedert with good coverage on him makes a catch of 17 yards and an Eagles first down. Goddard out of Britton, South Dakota, population 1,271, named after the Dallas Cowboys. And Dallas Goedert makes a catch for 17.
Perfectly thrown ball. Tough coverage there. Got to get pressure in the face of Jalen Hurts.
They're going to quick snap it. They go near side now on a quick throw to an uncovered slot, Quez Watkins. And Watkins gets it from his own 46 on 1st and 10 into Chiefs territory to the 46, gaining 7 yards. 24-21 Philadelphia. Chiefs just had a scoop and score TD taken off the board on a review by New York. 2nd and 2, Eagles. Back in Chiefs territory. Play action fake. Moving to the right is Hurts, and he'll throw it away because L'Jarius Sneed would not bite on the fake and stayed with Hurts, face mask to force the incompletion.
Well, the Eagles are trying their best to get the tempo and tone back on their sideline. They're going with a little bit of a hurry-up offense. That's a good play by L'Jarius Sneed. Again, making those plays, forcing everybody to go sideways instead of vertically down the field. That's how you're successful against an offense like this.
3rd down and 2. They just converted 3rd and 6 with 17. Gainwell's the running back. Ball will be snapped on the center of the field, near the center of the field at the Chief 46. Gainwell gets it, squirts through on a second effort and has a first down to the Kansas City 44. Chris Jones made the tackle, but on second effort, the Chiefs had it stopped at the line of scrimmage. 7:28 to go, 3rd quarter. Philadelphia 24, Kansas City 21.
Chiefs defense, you know, they're inching forward, Mitch. I just feel really confident about this Chiefs defense right now. Continue to make these plays, stay the course.
Hurts is in the shotgun. Gainwell stationed to his left. They're 2-by-2 otherwise, including Goddard, talented tight end, former South Dakota State Jackrabbit. Hurts to throw, stepping up now, wants to scramble to the near side and slides to a stop at the 41. He'll gain 3 yards to the 41-yard line. Nick Bolton was there to prevent further advancement on the slide by quarterback Jalen Hurts.
Great technique by Nick Bolton there. Don't want to take an unnecessary shot at Jalen Hurts and incur a penalty. Just tap him down and live for 2nd down.
24-21 Philadelphia. 6:33 to go, 3rd quarter of Super Bowl 57. Eagles, 2nd down and 8 at the Kansas City 42. And Miles Sanders this time is in the backfield. Goddard tucked in behind the left tackle. Tight wing position. Hurts dips his shoulder. Now he's throwing long down the center of the field. It will be incomplete and off the arms of the intended receiver at the 5-yard line, Quez Watkins. Thornhill got there for his 2nd pass defended in this game. And it will be 3rd down and 8 for the Eagles at the Kansas City 42-yard line. Nick Bolton got pressure on Hurts.
Yeah, Trent McDuffie was lined up over the slot. He goes for the blitz. Another perfectly placed ball by Jalen Hurts. Good coverage there by Juan Thornhill.
3rd and 8. The Eagles against 7 of 11 on 3rd downs in this game.
Big substitution here.
Ball at the Kansas City 42, 24-21 Philadelphia, 6:12 left to go in the 3rd quarter, and a flag on the play. Did we have a delay on the Eagles maybe?
Delay of game. Number 1, offense, 5-yard penalty, 3rd down.
So maybe some indecisiveness on the play call.
Yeah, it was winding down, and there's some frustration on the sideline by Nick Sirianni. Another negative play, and we've seen this happen to the Eagles. Yeah, clearly a delay of game penalty. Late substitution forced that.
3rd and 13 now for the Eagles. Back to their own, or at the Kansas City 47. Can the Chiefs get them off the field?
Stay with your keys here, especially spying Jalen Hurts.
24-21 Philadelphia, 6:13 to go, 3rd quarter. 3rd and 13. Chiefs trying to get a rush on Hurts. They come to the near sideline. The pass will be caught by Goddard on a corner route and makes the catch at the Kansas City 29-yard line. Dallas Goedert, an 18-yard corner/out route against Havs coverage, and the Eagles have a first down, are in business, a 16-yarder officially.
And just a perfectly thrown ball, 6'5" tight end. There's a flag on the field, but that was a great catch. He got both feet in bounds. They're trying to rush to the line of scrimmage, Mitch, just in case we wanted to try to review that last catch.
Well, did he get 2 feet in bounds? There is a catch.
He got 2 feet in bounds, but did he have control of the football when the first foot came down? That's the biggest question. I don't think he can have better coverage there.
So it's 1st and 10 as it stands for the Eagles at the Kansas City 30-yard line with 5:51 to go, 3rd quarter, and the Eagles leading 24-21.
Because it's a penalty, that play this next play doesn't happen. So now you give the Chiefs extended amount of
In the
time.
bench area from the field. That's a substitution into the bench area. Therefore, the defense needs time to match up, and we did not allow that. Please set the game clock to 5:55.
Extended time to review that last play and maybe make a judgment here if you're Andy Reid on whether you want to throw that red flag.
They're trying to hurry up. Did Goddard, though? He has the ball, but he juggles it. I don't know if he got 2 feet in bounds with possession, and the Chiefs will challenge it. The Chiefs will challenge this. Now, keep in mind, it is third down. If they say it's an incompletion, it would be 3rd and 13, and an incompletion would make it 4th and 13, and this is enormous.
So let's clear the slate here, Mitch. The reason why the Chiefs get an extended amount of opportunity to review this is because the Eagles opted to rotate a player on the field and substitute. So if they did not substitute prior to that last play, there wouldn't have been a flag. Andy Reid would not have had more time to throw the red flag.
Previous play of a completed catch. We'll review the play.
And I think there's some substance to this. As you mentioned, the ball.
There's one with control.
Yep.
But did he have control and get 2 feet in bounds? So he's got it pinned against his head, but did he? This is going to be tight. It's 5:55 to go in the third quarter. 24-21 Philadelphia. You're listening to the Super Bowl 57 on 106.5 The Wolf. Back in Glendale, Arizona, Super Bowl 57. Eagles 24, Chiefs 21. Let's check in with Josh Klingler.
Well, you guys got more looks at it than Andy Reid did even before throwing the challenge flag. They did not show any of the replays until after the challenge was made. They've been showing it on the big screen since, but not before the Chiefs had to make that decision. But that long extended time, as you guys had documented, at least gave them the opportunity to try to go for a challenge here, although the consensus during our timeout was they're not going to get it.
Here we go. I think they're going to give it to him. We're still waiting.
After review, the receiver established control of the ball with his back foot down. He then took a second step. The ruling on the field stands. Kansas City will be charged with their first timeout.
At 5:55 to go third quarter, 24-21 Philadelphia. You give credit to Jalen Hurts. Yep. An excellent throw into halves coverage, and then also Goddard, who has back-to-back third down plays on this drive of 3rd down and 6 for 17 and 3rd and 13 for 16.
Yeah, that last throw, Mitch, we got our tallest corner on the front side and Brian Cook at 6'1" on the backside. He just drops it in there.
10th play of the drive for Philadelphia. First and 10 at the Kansas City 30. 24-21 Philly. Audible called out. You could hear it from Jalen Hurts. Sanders is the running back. They're going to run a right side sweep. And Sanders gets hit hard by 3 different Chiefs. It's a short gain to the 27, gaining 3 yards. And 3 different Chiefs got there. Nick Bolton was leading the way, but Joshua Williams was helping.
Good physicality by our secondary. The first-year guys being a factor in the run game. Carlos Dunlap, he's the initial guy that got contact to Sanders there. You want to stretch that out. That's a nice defensive play.
24-21. The Chiefs had a scoop and score TD. That was reversed. They would have had the lead. Now it's 2nd and 7. Long 6, short 7 for the Eagles at the Kansas City 26.5-yard line. They're going to run it again up the middle. As a driving forward to the Kansas City 21 and picking up 5 yards was Miles Sanders. Nick Bolton made another stop, but it's 3rd and 1 again for the Eagles, and they've been good on 3rd down. They just converted 3rd and long, but now they are outstanding on these 3rd and shorts. 8 of 12 on 3rd down.
Yeah, the Eagles have really done a nice job in that factor, and part of that is their ability to stick with the run game.
3rd down and a yard for Philadelphia. They'll be in the shotgun. Now a couple under center, and they're going to go a counter pitch to Sanders to the outside, and the Chiefs smoke him back at the 21, no gain. Now it's 4th down and 1. They ran a counter pitch, and Leo Chenal and Nick Bolton got out there and hit Miles Sanders hard.
How about Nick Bolton scraping from over the center, showing his speed, and then lowering the boom.
And here's your 4th and 1. And wait a minute, here comes Carl Chaffers in. Here comes your scrum here again. 3 different Eagles are behind Jalen Hurts this time. Like a 1930s play on a 4th down and 1. Hurts, where will they put the football? One has him at the 20. One has him at, they're going to say first down, just enough on 4th down and 1. 3 different guys were behind Hurts this time as he gets the quarterback sneak and a first down. And again, it's a 1930s kind of play.
Yeah, and the fans were a little bit upset because of the officials holding for the snap. But again, if the Eagles, they rotate another player in, the Chiefs have time to rotate their player in. That was Leo Chanel.
Or 1st and 10, Eagles at the 19 of the Chiefs. 24-21 Philadelphia. 3:20 to go in the 3rd quarter. Spread set. Hurts keeping the feet alive, chased by Colin Saunders as he will force him out of bounds. Colin Saunders on the chase, no gain on the play. And Colin Saunders showed his athleticism, chasing one of the best athletes on the planet, Jalen Hurts, and holding the scramble to 0 yards. Actually, going to say a loss of 1 back at the 20.
Well, that's a great job by Colin Saunders. You've heard me say all season long, I love his infusion of energy, playmaking ability. Came into this game with 51 tackles, 3.5 sacks, and 3 tackles for loss. One of the unsung heroes.
2nd and 11, Philadelphia at the 20 of Kansas City. Eagles by 3. 2:42 to go, 3rd quarter. Super Bowl 57. Tight triangle of Eagle receivers just inside the near side numbers. Hurts will throw it as Goddard slipped, and then the pass, it's incomplete. Goddard slipped. They wanted a tight triangle screen. Trent McDuffie was there to defend it, but Goddard lost his footing about that same spot you've been worried about. And now it's 3rd and 11, Philly at the Kansas City 20. Can the Chiefs win on 3rd down?
Yeah, I can't believe this is 4-down territory if you got 3rd and 11, so this is a key stop. If not for a negative play, you can't allow them to get more than 5 yards here, Mitch.
3rd and 11, Philadelphia at the Kansas City 20. 24-21 Eagles. Hurts, 3 by 2. 3 eligible, 2 his right. 2 to the left, and be careful here of a quarterback run. Eagles by 3, and now the Eagles call timeout. The play clock was nearing 0. They've already had a delay of game in this 3rd quarter. 2:32 left in the 3rd. It's 24-21 Eagles. And they're going to say a sack because it is a loss of 1 on the Colin Saunders chase of Jalen Hurts. That means you get a Big Mac sack, Chiefs fans. Big Mac sandwiches, buy one, get one free at McDonald's tomorrow. Valid at participating restaurants in the greater Kansas City, St. Joseph, and Lawrence areas.
It's tough to kind of tag when you have a quarterback like Jalen Hurts who runs so well, and when he gets outside the pocket, what's a tackle for loss, what's a sack? In any case, it's a negative play, and 3rd and 11, each team with this timeout having an opportunity to kind of shore up the attack. But this is a key play in this game.
But Dana, they've converted 3rd and 6 on this drive and 3rd and 13.
Yeah.
This is 3rd and 11.
9-14 so far on 3rd down.
6-minute, 58-yard second drive, 15 plays. 24-21 Philadelphia. Empty backfield again, 3 by 2. 3rd and 11. As Hurts retreats on the throw, near side throw, goes to Gainwell at the 15, surrounded, and Bolton takes him down at the 16 as he backed up, just a gain of 4. And now you have 4th down and too long to try for it on 4th down. And the Eagles will try to go up by 6. But what a win by Kansas City, and Colin Saunders started it all.
Well, one perfectly thrown ball to Dallas Goedert extended this drive. But other than that, the defense has kind of been solid there, and exactly what you want to see coming out of halftime, both from the offense and the defense. A field goal attempt here is a win.
This will be placed at the 23, a 33-yard attempt for Jake Elliott. And Elliott's kick, and it flies end over end good, but the Eagles lead by 6. 27-21 Philadelphia. 1:45 to go, 3rd quarter. You're listening to Super Bowl 57 on 106.5 The Wolf. 27-21 Philadelphia. The Eagles, a 7-minute, 45-yard drive, 17 plays, but a field goal of 33 yards. And the Chiefs, who had a touchdown to start the third quarter to get it within 3, trail by 6, and ready to get the ball from the Philadelphia kicking squad. But now the Chiefs are back to where they were early in the first half, when they had the second possession and a chance to take the lead. And then they had a shot at the end of the second quarter. That's when Mahomes got hurt. But you have a chance to take the lead if you can go get a touchdown here.
Yeah, this is key right now. Again, we've seen the Chiefs at times sputter in the second half, but never get out of it. I mean, even going back to the game, the AFC Championship, Mitch, against the Bengals, that last drive before half, the kicker slipped.
On-drive kick. Pacheco's not going to return it, as the kicker slipped on this one. Yeah, as you mentioned it, that's how Butker got hurt.
Yeah,
it was a kickoff. It wasn't a field goal.
And it was going that same direction, too.
So this field is still maybe an issue, but the Chiefs now down 27-21 will have their 6th possession of the game. It'll start at their own 25-yard line.
They've only run 30 plays in this game so far.
1st and 10, Mahomes injured his ankle near the end of the second quarter, but came back to engineer a scoring drive. The Chiefs will flip it. Kelsey right side. Tries to put a juke move on, but he gets tackled for a short gain of 3. T.J. Edwards was with him on man-to-man coverage. And Mahomes closing in on an NFL postseason record.
So far in this game, Mitch, you have Patrick Mahomes, who's 12 of 17 with the 1 touchdown, has not been sacked.
2nd and 7, Chiefs down 27-21, 1:14 to go in the third quarter of Super Bowl 57. Now a slant. It is caught. Juju Smith-Schuster with a first down. Good low catch. And a gain of 7 yards on a first down in front of the nickelback, Avonte Maddox.
Mitch, earlier in the game, the hot route was thrown to Juju Smith-Schuster, and he ran more of a hitch. And I talked about maybe making that a slant because of the safety coming down full speed. Halftime adjustments, you get a big play and a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 after the short slant route. Chiefs down by 6. 1st and 10 of their own 36-yard line. 38 seconds left. Third quarter. Pacheco wants to run it behind right guard. Crosses the 40 and the 45. Smashes into the Eagles safety. He's got a gain of 10 yards and a first down. They'll say down at his own 45-yard line. They're going to say 9, just short of the first down, but he ran into Avonte Maddox and, ran him over.
He initiates the contact. He runs angrily, and this offensive line absolutely loves blocking for Isaiah Pacheco. 9 carries, 47 yards on the evening. 2nd
down and a yard. Will the Chiefs run it before the end of the third quarter? They will. They'll give it up to Pacheco. Left side gets a push. He's across the 50, across the 45, and running angry. Running tough down to the Eagle 44-yard line. A gain of 12 yards on the final play of the third quarter.
This is the end.
It's the end of the third quarter of Super Bowl 57. Chiefs Kingdom, you know what you have to do. The Chiefs trail by 6, headed for the final 15 minutes of potential history. You're listening to Super Bowl 57 on 106.5 The Wolf. Back to Glendale, Arizona. Super Bowl 57. Mitch Holthus with you, along with Dana Hughes and Josh Klingler. Philadelphia 27. Kansas City 21. The Chiefs 1st and 10 at the Eagles' 44-yard line. Calling to the entire Chiefs Kingdom around the world. Josh, Danon, Kingdom, it is time to put the hammer down. And the Chiefs have 1st and 10 at the Philly 44-yard line. Kansas City has never led in this game.
It's Chiefs' third quarter. Patrick Mahomes 5 of 5 for 37 yards, rushing the ball. 9 carries, 69 yards, and a touchdown. They've run for over 100 yards at 108 yards in this game so far.
Well, what they've done is in this quarter, the Chiefs have actually done to the Eagles what the Eagles did in the third quarter, I should say. Eagles had 1 possession. Now, they used it 7+ minutes and got a field goal. But if the Chiefs can use this drive to take the lead, they, in essence, kind of flipped what the Eagles did in the second quarter to the Eagles, and the Chiefs having that advantage in the second half.
You're absolutely right. Chiefs staying with their game plan, mounting a nice drive here.
1st and 10 at the Eagle 44-yard line. Kelsey lines up wide. Darius Slay stays with him as he's the walking boss. Back right behind the near side receiver. In the pocket, Mahomes with time. Over the middle, Juju Smith-Schuster catch at the 30. A pickup of 14 yards. Avante Maddox, the nickelback, is getting picked on right now, but good time in the pocket, and Mahomes able to slice one over the middle to Juju Smith-Schuster.
Patrick Mahomes throws him open. He looks to Travis Kelce, gets the entire defense focused on 87, knowing he was going to come back to the backside to Juju Smith-Schuster. Well-executed play.
First and 10, Kansas City at the Eagle 30. Kadarius Toney now in the backfield along with Jerick McKinnon. Toney goes in, and now jumping, they throw it left. This could be a free play. Now they're going to say unabated. Josh Sweat did what Frank Clark did in the first half.
Offside, number 94, defense, unimpeded to the quarterback. 5-yard penalty, first down.
It'll move the ball to the Eagle 25 and give the Chiefs 1st and 5.
This is an aspect of a defense getting outside themselves, getting a little bit desperate. Josh Sweat trying to get an extra jump. We saw that from Frank Clark earlier. Now it works against the Eagles.
The Chiefs had Toney and McKinnon in the backfield at the same time the last time, and they're going to stay with it again. They stay. Kadarius Toney is a halfback to the right of Mahomes. McKinnon halfback left. Toney sprints, and they're going to run the same type play here. Now they're going to throw it left sideline. Caught by Smith-Schuster. First down at the left boundary down to the Eagle 12-yard line. A 13-yard pickup. Kadarius Toney was the decoy.
You ever see a setup, a perfect setup? You run a broken play, you throw it to Kadarius Toney, you get the entire defense focused on that, knowing well his intended target the entire time was Juju Smith-Schuster.
First down and 10 for Kansas City at the Eagle 12. Philly 27, Kansas City 21. 13:35 to go in Super Bowl 57. McKinnon is the running back. Ball will be snapped far hash. Philly digging in on the defensive line. Over the middle, crossing pattern, and it's caught by Smith-Schuster. Short gain to the 9, just 3 yards, and Smith-Schuster gets up slowly. With him was James Bradbury, again, the former New York Giant who had a great year this year for Philadelphia after also 4 years in Carolina.
The game is about tendencies. That's where coaches come into play. Knowing you get into the red zone, Mitch, there's a higher propensity for the Eagles to play man-to-man. They're able to take advantage of that with those horizontal, shallow crosses.
13 minutes left in Super Bowl 57. Eagles 27, Chiefs 21. 2nd and 7. The Chiefs can get a first down before reaching the end zone. They're going to go to McKinnon. Off tackle on the left side. Cuts the edge that gets hit and gets to the 5-yard line. He waited just a second for the block. He'll gain 4 yards, but the Chiefs can get to the 2 and get a first down. They will have 3rd down and 3 at the Eagles' 5-yard line at 12:30 to go in the game. Marcus Epps saved a touchdown.
Nice job. Great play calling again. Commitment to the run game. I know Josh Klingler is happy down there on the sideline.
Chiefs are 1 of 4 on 3rd down conversions. They have 3rd down and 3 here at the Eagles' 5-yard line. Chiefs have not led in this game. They trail 27-21. They're going to throw a quick pass to Toney. He's got it on the edge. He will walk into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. Kadarius Toney on a pick route to the near side. Couldn't be more wide open. A 5-yard touchdown pass from Mahomes. And now Butker can give the Chiefs the first lead of the game.
Kadarius Toney on the field for these 2 consecutive plays. What did he do? The first time he ran the jet sweep, faking the jet sweep. Now he fakes the jet sweep, goes back out. Totally wide open, one of the best targets on the sidelines that we have had this season. A short stint for him, but he gets a big play here.
12:04 to go in the game. Butker's PAT attempt is good, and the Chiefs have their first lead of the game. They lead Philadelphia 28-27 at 12:04 to go in Super Bowl 57. You're listening to the Super Bowl on 106.5 The Wolf. And they've got that lead at 28-27 at 12:04 to go in the game. A 9-play, 75-yard drive. 2 75-yard TD drives in this half, Dane Hughes, with 13 runs and 6 passes.
Well, we talked about on the first drive to score the touchdown by Isaiah Pacheco, 69 yards rushing on that drive. This drive to score the touchdown by Kadarius Toney, Juju Smith-Schuster, 4 catches, 38 yards.
Deep kick by Butker will not be returned. It'll come out for the 8th possession of the game for Philadelphia at their own 25-yard line. Here's Josh Klingler.
I am positioned right by a fired-up sideline, especially the offensive linemen, guys. You know how much they love those drives and you punch it in the end zone. And how about that wrinkle of Kadarius Toney, a guy that had been in and out, weren't sure he's going to be able to be a factor in this game. Got a few plays for him there.
Philadelphia only had one fourth-quarter come-from-behind victory. It was at Indianapolis, meaning they were on schedule all year until now. In the pistol set is Philadelphia. First and 10 of their own 25-yard line. Boston Scott, the kick returner's in now at running back. They fake to Scott. Chris Jones is chasing Hurts. The pass is caught on the right side by Goddard with Chanel all over him. It's still a 5-yard gain, or almost. It was Dunlap with the pressure. It almost got to Jalen Hurts, and a great catch by Goddard with Leo Chanel all over him.
Can't have better coverage. Leo Chanel right there gets his hands inside the hands of Dallas Goedert. Just got stronger, pulled it in, but great pursuit by Carlos Dunlap there to create the difficult throw.
28-27 Kansas City. 2nd and 6 Philly at its own 29. They'll keep Scott in as the running back, shading to the right of Jalen Hurts, who's in the shotgun formation. Ball is on the far hash. Squatting as Hurts. Quick throw left, and is caught for a first down at the 31. Immediate tackle made by Thornhill. And Zach Pascal with the catch, just a gain of a couple. So it's not, not first down. Sorry. 3rd and 2, and here they are. The Eagles again with 3rd down and short at their own 33-yard line. Chiefs by 1.
Chiefs getting off the ball extremely well here, Mitch. Getting pressure, not necessarily getting the hits that they'd like to have on Jalen Hurts, but affecting the passing game of the Eagles.
Chiefs had one defensive score. They thought they had another. It was taken off the board on review. Hurts, 3rd and 2 at his own 33, trailing for the first time in the game at 28-27. Again, squats down. And here he's going to be chased by Willie Gay Jr. Hurts will throw it late, and the pass will be incomplete. And the Chiefs will hold on 3rd down and 2 at the Eagles' own 33-yard line. Willie Gay Jr. with as much pressure as you can put on Jalen Hurts and Carlos Dunlap.
Outstanding job defensively, coming out with a whole new tempo and tone, using the speed and athleticism, stringing out that play, and not taking an unnecessary hit on Jalen Hurts on the sideline to draw a penalty, forcing 4th down.
And a 3 and out for the Eagles, their first of the game. At 10:33 to go in the game, Sipas will punt. End over end, shorter punt. And Toney will take it low at the 35. Now cuts back to the right. He's got a wall set. If he can get to the edge, they need to block the punter. They do. Toney's at the 40, up the sideline. At the 30, he's at the 20. Toney with the block trying to stay in play. He's down to the 5-yard line. Toney ran out of gas on a 65-yard punt return. And the Chiefs lead 28-27. They'll have first down and goal to go at the Eagles' 5-yard line with 10-11 to go in the game.
This is the playmaking ability that we knew Kadarius Toney had. If he could stay healthy, he can be an impact, a huge force for this team. Offensively, got the touchdown. Special teams as a factor. Amazing blocking down the field. Noah Gray, Kemp. Special teams.
10-11 to go in the game. Chiefs 28, Eagles 27. Chiefs go to 3 tight ends on first down and goal to go at the 5. They load up the right side. Mahomes is under center. Handoff Pacheco. Tries the left side. He's hit. He's trying to drive forward and get shoved back. Forward motion for just a half yard. A 65-yard punt return by Kadarius Toney. He just ran out of gas.
Yeah.
He gets down to the 5-yard line. But now the Chiefs need to cash in at 9:52 to go as Nick Allegretti coming into the game.
77 reports as eligible. Number 77.
No, it's Nick Allegretti at 73. He's the eligible one. And here comes. They're going to do the snow globe. They come out now and with 2nd down and goal to go at the 4-yard line. Here comes Sky Moore in motion. To throw is Mahomes. He's throwing, and the back of the end zone incomplete. The Chiefs were trying a trick play here, I think trying to get at least a look for a big man touchdown, but now it's going to be 3rd down and goal to go at the 4.
Well, Mitch, a little bit of trickeration there, extra, because they announced 77 as eligible. Andrew Wiley actually did run a route there, so they were bringing Nick Allegretti at the line of scrimmage trying to throw off the Eagles. Good discipline by them, forcing third down.
28-27, Kansas City. 9:26 to go in the game. Third down, goal to go at the 4-yard line of Philadelphia. Audible called by Patrick Mahomes. Ball will be snapped in the center of the field with McKinnon, the running back. A pass, left side, wide open, Sky Moore, touchdown! Kansas City on a pivot route, and Kansas City has a chance now to get up by 8 points on a 4-yard touchdown pass. Mahomes to Sky Moore. Did not have a TD in the regular season. He's got one now.
The rookies showing up again, Mitch. You have Isaiah Pacheco scoring a touchdown. Now Sky Moore. I want to say it was Dan Israel, maybe even Josh, had mentioned during our pregame show that the breakout star who might get his first touchdown would be Sky Moore. They get the job done.
On shows all week, though, I'll take credit for this one. I said the Chiefs are going to have an explosive special teams play in this game. It was set up with a 65-yard punt return. The PAT is good. The Chiefs lead by 8 points. Kansas City 35. Philadelphia 27. The Eagles have never trailed by this much in the fourth quarter all season. And with 9:22 to go, you're listening to Super Bowl 57 on 106.5 The Wolf. 35-27 Chiefs after they trailed at halftime 24-14. And they are starting to do the chant here in the desert. 9:22 to go in the game.
A little bit louder than what the Eagles fans have been chanting all game. All the momentum on the side of the Chiefs right now.
Again, the Eagles only had one fourth quarter comeback all season, and that was at Indianapolis. Butker has disdained any return from the Eagles on these kicks. He has kicked them all for touchbacks. But we've also seen both kickers slip. This time, end over end, spinning kick. Scott way over his head, and the Eagles will start this drive, which will be drive number 9 for the Green at their own 25-yard line. 35-27 Kansas City. 9:22 to go in the game. Here's Josh Klingler.
Just in case there was any doubt, Patrick Mahomes got the football for Sky Moore, as we've typically seen that first touchdown either as a Chief or for Sky Moore in his career. Patrick Mahomes often the ones that corrals it to make sure they have it as a souvenir.
Sideline reports all year with Josh, brought to you by visitmo.com. However you vacation, Missouri has you covered. Find yours at visitmo.com. Eagles down by 8 after leading by 10. Have first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. In motion to the right side is A.J. Brown. They'll hand it off to Miles Sanders, and he's working for hard yards of 5 yards up to his own 30. Tackled on the Super Bowl logo on this half of the field by Frank Clark.
A lot of attention being paid to Jalen Hurts, that RPO, Mitch. His keeping ability and running ability. I see late shifts by Nick Bolton. The linebackers are going to be focused a lot on number 1.
You got to stay disciplined against this Philly team. They will not disdain the run here. They will stay right with it. Sink it down in 5 at their own 30-yard line. 35-27 Chiefs. 8:44 to go in the game. Super Bowl 57, Lombardi Trophy on the line. They're going to have it off. Sanders again on a sweep to the near side. Gets hit hard by rookie Joshua Williams. Gain of 4, but third down and 1 now. So 3rd and 1 for the Eagles at their own 34-yard line. 8:25 and ticking to go in this game, and the Chiefs lead 35-27.
Our guys are playing a much more physical game than they played in the first half, Mitch. Well, as they get closer to the line of scrimmage, downhill play, we're going to have a quarterback sneak here again.
They're going to do the sneak with the guys pushing on 3rd and 1. It'll be a first down. They get to the 35-yard line and an Eagles first down. They convert another third down. They're 10 of 17 for the game.
I don't know.
But several. They can say didn't make it?
I don't know. It's kind of, now they've
given it to
them. It was
them.
close.
Yeah.
Where they were marking it.
The longest punt return in Super Bowl history by Kadarius Toney of 65 yards. 35-27 Chiefs. That set up the Chiefs had a 1-point lead, and then a 65-yard punt return. They cash in. Now the Eagles, first and 10 at their own 35. Sanders is the running back. Goddard, 2 tight ends to the left side. Hurts, play action fake this time, and now moving to his left. Chris Jones got held on the play as Leo Chanel, everybody was covered. Chanel runs him out of bounds, Jalen Hurts, and I don't think he got any yards. In fact, he might have lost a yard. And if they're going to say no yards, it would have been. But Chris Jones was looking like, what? So they were hanging on to him. 2nd down and 10 for the Eagles at their own 35.
How about the discipline displayed by Chanel there? Not trying to take the hit and lower the boom on Jalen Hurts on the sideline. Let him run out of bounds, live for 2nd down.
Chiefs 35, Eagles 27. 6:52 to go in the game. Hurts with Gainwell now in the backfield. Very shifty. They're 2-by-2 in the formation. Hurts pressured, slant caught. A.J. Brown slips one tackle, then pulled down at the 41. A gain of 6. And 3rd down and 4 now for the Eagles at that spot. 6:33 to go in the game. 35-27 Kansas City.
Frank Clark, again, these guys have been coached up, not making those necessary hits or taking any unnecessary hits, not allowing the officials to dictate a part of this game.
3rd down 4, Philadelphia. Ball in the near hash. They move Pascal to the near side, a bigger receiver. A.J. Brown also big wide to the right. Chiefs are showing an inside blitz. They're going to throw a slant, caught A.J. Brown, and into Chiefs territory with a gain to the Kansas City 47. A 12-yard slant to the 6'1", 226-pound A.J. Brown in front of L'Jarius Sneed.
Trent McDuffie's playing over the slot. He's blitzed multiple times in this game, Mitch, and just a hair slow.
Quick snap. Fake handoff. They're throwing long and deep. They got a man wide open. It's Smith. He's inside the 5 and goes out of bounds, losing his balance at the 2. The Eagles quick snap the Chiefs and get a 46-yard pass play to Devonta Smith on the near side. The Chiefs got caught on the quick snap.
Yeah, L'Jarius Sneed, undisciplined with his eyes, leaves Devonta Smith down the sideline. Got to trust your safeties there.
And now they'll sneak it again, try to sneak it in as Hurts. If they give him the touchdown, they do. And a quarterback sneak is a TD for the Eagles. It'll make it 35-34 at 5:15 to go in the game. And will the Eagles probably go for 2 to tie it? Both teams have 2 timeouts remaining plus the 2-minute warning.
35-33 with 5:15 left in this game. Makes all the sense in the world to go for the tie here with a 2-point conversion. Would not be surprised if they opt to go back to that quarterback sneak.
Well, they put 2 or 3 guys behind him. They won't. They'll go conventional. 35-34, 35-33 Kansas City. Trying to tie it here are the Eagles on this 2-point conversion. Brown moves to the right side in motion. Hurts, long count. Sprint out action to the near side. He wants to run the ball. He's going to be hit, and he gets into the end zone to tie it at a 2-point conversion, tied at 35 apiece.
Looked like we had a beat on it. It was a play that got strung out a little bit longer than the Eagles would have liked. Mitch, we just didn't get a square hit on Jalen Hurts there to knock him backwards.
But the game is tied, and the Chiefs will have the ball in 5 minutes and 15 seconds. The Chiefs have had 3 straight touchdown drives.
Incredible leg strength shown there by Jalen Hurts. Another big play hurting this Chiefs defense, but as you mentioned, we have the ball, we have the MVP, have a lot of momentum on our side. We have an opportunity to make magic.
35-35 tie. 5:15 to go in Super Bowl 57. The fourth quarter is brought to you by GEHA. 35-35 tie. 5:15 to go in Super Bowl 57. The Eagles led 24-14 at halftime. The Chiefs had back-to-back touchdowns, holding Philly to a field goal sandwich and all that. But now Philly has scored and made a 2-point conversion to tie it. Elliott's kick is away. Pacheco. And he lets it bounce over his head, and the Chiefs will start the drive at their own 25-yard line. And so this Chiefs offensive line, which has been good throughout this game, has got to step it up. Reminder, Tickets for Less has tickets for stuff all during the offseason, including great concerts, college basketball, and more. Ticketsforless.com. 1st and 10, Chiefs at their own 25. Ball in their hands with the game tied at 35. Pacheco is the running back. He's going to get it on the left side run and pushes forward for 4 yards going left side on that crisscross action. They use the jet motion to try to deceive the Philadelphia linebackers.
Well, it's worked well in this game, Mitch, when you consider this defense has been out of sorts for the Eagles, looking sideline to sideline, a lot of misdirection. That's why the Kadarius Toney and Sky Moore passes work so well.
Second down and long for Mahomes. 4:44 to go in the game. 35-35 tie. Mahomes calling an audible. He's got 3 eligible to the right side. Ball will be snapped on the far hash. Mahomes in the pocket, works the sideline. Smith-Schuster with the catch and hops out of bounds in front of Nick Sirianni, the former Chiefs quarterback coach and now the Eagles head coach. And it's a gain of 10 yards and a Chiefs first down.
Clean pocket, great blocking up front, giving Patrick Mahomes the time to scan the middle of the field and go to his outlet in Juju Smith-Schuster. Juju Smith-Schuster stepping up specifically in this second half.
First and 10, Kansas City at its own 38-yard line. 4:32 to go in the game. 35-35 tie. 3 tight ends. Handoff on a lead left. It goes Pacheco, gets hit hard. Smashed right in the midsection after a gain of 2 to just his own 40-yard line. And there is an injured player on the field as C.J. Gardner-Johnson made the tackle. Here's Josh Klingler.
Isaiah Pacheco, guys, and you know how hard he runs and takes a lot of shots and normally bounces right back up. Did not that time. He's down on one knee, took a shot to the midsection.
Let's take a break. 4:22 to go in the game. Game tied at 35-35, Super Bowl 57. This fourth quarter is brought to you by GEHA.
Remembering Len Dawson with Dan Israel.
I once asked Len if winning Super Bowl IV was his greatest achievement.
Yes, I would say so. That was the ultimate game. No one gave us a chance. There was a lot of adversity that I went through with my knee problems and also my father passing away. I can visualize it. When Hank took me out with a minute and a half or 2 minutes to go, whatever it was in the ball game, we had it wrapped up. And just, it was just something like, a weight come off my shoulders, my whole body, because, geez, we finally did it. We talk about it every year, winning the biggest prize there is, and that's the Super Bowl, but we actually accomplished that thing.
35-35 tie. The Chiefs trying to do it again with 4:22 to go in Super Bowl 57. They won Super Bowl 54. Can they do it tonight after trailing by 10? 2nd and 8 for the Chiefs at their own 40-yard line. McKinnon is the single setback. Slant, caught Kelsey, he's got the catch, and across the 45 to the 47-yard line, they pick up 7 yards, and Kelsey now with his over 75 yards receiving in the game. That's his 13th time Kelsey's done that in the postseason. That is an all-time National Football League record for any pass catcher. 3rd and 1 Chiefs at their own 47.
Travis Kelce's been relatively quiet in this second half. They get him going with an easy throw and catch, created 3rd and short.
3rd and 1 to be specific, split backfield. Pacheco's trying to get outside left tackle. He's at midfield at the 40-yard line and is upended, but he's near the sideline with a gain of 9 yards and a run. Gardner-Johnson, who just knocked him out of the game momentarily, made that tackle. Chiefs first down in Eagles territory. Game tied 35-35. Let's pause 10 seconds. Station ID. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Chiefs football.
Kansas City's home for Chiefs football is 106.5 The Wolf and 610 Sports Radio. WDAF-FM and HD1 Liberty. KCSP Kansas City.
3:04 to go in the game. 1st and 10 Kansas City with 3 tight ends at the Eagle 44-yard line. Game tied 35 apiece. Pacheco's the running back. Toney comes in motion. Here comes pressure to the outside. As Mahomes steps up, he's going to scramble. He's at the 40, bad ankle, 30, bad ankle, 20. Tackled from behind down to the Eagle 18-yard line, a 25-yard scramble. What bad ankle. He is limping back to the huddle. Don't tell me, don't underestimate how tough Patrick Mahomes is. Kaiser White, the ex-Charger, tackled him from behind. The Chiefs have first down and 10 at the Eagle 18-yard line with 2:23 to go in the game, and the game tied 35-35. 26-yard scramble.
Looks like there's about a 5-second difference between the play clock, so they will have to run a play here, Mitch, before the 2-minute warning.
Eagles have 2 timeouts left and the 2-minute warning. Pacheco at the 18 gets it on a left side run, and he turns his high knee kick. It's 2 yards to the Eagle 15. 2 minutes to go in Super Bowl 57. 2 minutes announced. And the 2-minute warning reminds us that after the game, the Capital Federal postgame report, exclusive interviews from the Chiefs locker room, highlights from tonight's action, and live coverage of Andy Reid's press conference. The best Chiefs postgame coverage in the kingdom. It's brought to you by Capital Federal True Blue for over 125 years. The 2-minute warning powered by Ford. Compare your vehicle at your Midwest Ford dealers. Online at buyfordnow.com. Visit them tonight.
Mitch, the Chiefs started this game 0 for 3 on third down. Now they're 4 for 7. 4 for 4 this entire second half in production. I want to go back to that third down play with the run to the sideline by Isaiah Pacheco. We talk about coaching a lot and game planning. Andy Reid, Eric Bieniemy knew something about their alignment on third down specifically that you would run student body left in a run play like that and seal the edge. You knew going into that play that it was going to be successful based on tendencies that the Eagles have shown in prior weeks. They're able to out-execute this Eagles defense.
Now it's a 35-35 tie. The Eagles have 2 timeouts remaining. So the Chiefs, if they can get a first down, could take this clock all the way down and try to kick a game-winning field goal. You would think, hey, get a touchdown if you can, but the Eagles have been tough to stop.
Yeah.
I mean, if you can take the air out of this thing and get a first down right here, a first down's almost like a touchdown.
Yeah, it's not a rush. Now, you don't want to have an incompletion here and create third down and stop the clock, but at the same time, you still want to keep pressure on them. You may see the Eagles start to use their timeouts. Knowing that we're in field goal range, they have 2 timeouts left, so depending on how this play unfolds, if we get a first down, the Eagles will use a timeout. If we force a third down, and whether it's 5 yards or longer, they may not use one of those timeouts. So kind of a chess match now in regards to conserving time, but also focusing on trying to stop our offense that's been working like nails in the second half.
3 drives, 3 touchdowns for the Chiefs in the second half after trailing 24-14 at halftime. These 2 teams, the 1 seeds in their respective conferences. Andy Reid, NFL record, 10 playoff wins with the Eagles and 11 with the Chiefs. No coach did that with 2 franchises. But now Andy trying to polish off this game. But there is a lot of work to do. A lot of work to do. 2 minutes to go in regulation, and the game tied at 35.
Mitch, the first half, we talk about the run play. Likely this is going to be a run play here. First half, 7 carries for 39 yards for the Chiefs. Stark difference in the second half, 16 carries, 117 yards for a total of 156.
Pacheco comes in motion to be a left halfback. 3 eligible to the right. Kelsey split in left. Low snap. Chiefs will throw it. It goes to Smith-Schuster on a screen, and he stumbles and falls. And he goes down at the 19, losing 4 yards. Avante Maddox was there. And now the Eagles will call timeout, and the Chiefs will have third down and 11. Or 3rd and 8, I should say. They're going to stay at the 16-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and 8.
Lost 2 yards on that play, anticipating blitz. You see the reaction of the Eagles defense. They do have team speed on this defense. Take care of the football here. Force the Eagles to use their last timeout.
Okay, officially, let's get it right. 1:54 to go in Super Bowl 57 regulation. 35-35 tie. But now the Chiefs have 3rd down and 8 at the Eagles' 16-yard line. So things change dramatically here for the Chiefs. Mahomes will be in a shotgun. McKinnon is the running back. Shaded to the short side of the field. That's the near side hash to the right side. Smith-Schuster in motion left. They try to run a pivot route that way. Now a fade left side. It'll be overthrown. And a flag on the play. Is this going to be a late hit on the Eagles? If it is, it'll be... No, it's on the Chiefs maybe. But Mahomes is pointing toward the Eagles.
Looked like it was holding on Juju Smith-Schuster by the defense. It's an automatic first down.
They're going to say holding on.
Prior to the pass, holding, number 24, defense.
Automatic first down.
Juju Smith-Schuster.
And the hold was on James Bradbury, the 7-year veteran. It was the pivot route again, where you go inside and then pivot to the outside. And wow, what a big call on the Chiefs now with 1:48 to go in regulation with a 35-35 tie. Have first down and goal to go at the 10, and the Eagles have just one timeout left.
Well, you got to have a heavy dose of run play here. You got Jerick McKinnon in the game. Secure the football.
McKinnon on a counter. Left side at the 10. Angling to the 5, and he's going to slide down at the 1. Very smart inbounds. He did not go into the end zone. The clock will move at 1:37, 36, 35. Eagles, will they call timeout? They will, but Jerick McKinnon, the 9-year veteran, did not go into the end zone. He slid down on his hip. Now, will the Eagles try to let the Chiefs score here, or will the Chiefs just go to a knee?
Well, the Eagles absolutely want to let the Chiefs score because that's what they were trying to do on that last play, Mitch. But that's where veteran knowledge comes into play. You rotate out Isaiah Pacheco, rotate in Jerick McKinnon for a play like that. Might be the biggest play of this game for his smarts to slide. Now you may take a knee, a negative play here, a couple of negative plays, get the last-second field goal, and walk off with this victory.
35-35 tie, 1:36 to go in regulation. The Eagles are out of timeouts. Chiefs line up with tight formation here. And backing up is Mahomes, and will go to a knee between the hash marks at the 7-yard line. And the Eagles trying to knock it out. So the play clock here, let's do the math. The play clock is at 30. Game clock is at 1:22.
What a huge play by McKinnon. Absolute huge play by McKinnon.
Let's go to Josh Klingler.
And it may have been emphasized as well by Andy Reid. I talked to Damian Williams this week, guys, and he was talking about how he should have done that in the last Super Bowl win in Miami and instead went into the end zone. I wonder if it was like a point of emphasis. Again, you're in that scenario, guys. Get down and run some clock.
And the Chiefs will take it down to 1 second and call timeout on the play clock. 54 seconds remaining on the game clock in Super Bowl 57 regulation. Kansas City 35, the Eagles 35. The line of scrimmage is the 7.
Mitch, it's a little deceiving because in retrospect, if you're Jerick McKinnon, maybe go the extra half a yard and get the first down. You still have an opportunity to get the first down. Now
you're really being picky. You're talking about the greatest play by an NFL player in history if he did that.
If he gets the first down, steps out of bounds right before the pylon.
Chiefs will go to the victory formation here to go down, but now they will take the clock down. The play clock is at 38. The game clock is at 47. The line of scrimmage is the 9. The Chiefs will take this clock down to 1 second again on the play clock and then call timeout. 35 on the game clock, 24 on the play clock.
About 9 seconds, 10 seconds different? That's what you see?
And there will be time that will run off on the field goal attempt as well. So that lead up some time. It'll start on the kick. It won't take much, but you got to make this kick. First of all, Butker, who was the hero of the game against Cincinnati with that 45-yarder. And now Andy Reid will put him out there. The Eagles are out of timeout, so there's no freezing action. And the Chiefs call timeout at 11 seconds to go in Super Bowl 57.
Kansas City, a 30-second timeout.
A 35-35 tie. "11 seconds left to go in regulation of Super Bowl 57. The line of scrimmage will be the 9. 8 yards for the snap. The placement will be at the 17. It would be a 27-yard attempt for the lead. Winchester, the veteran who's played in more postseason games than any other Chief, tied with Travis Kelce. Townsend will hold it. 11 seconds left in Super Bowl 57, 35-35 tie. The kick is good, and Kansas City leads 38-35 with 8 seconds to go in regulation in Super Bowl 57. Now, let's go back to the Buffalo game and the Chiefs against Buffalo when Buffalo did not squib it.
Yeah.
Remember 13 seconds?
Great.
You do not want a long return here. However, do you squib it here to burn up maybe 5 seconds or so?
I absolutely believe you do. Make sure you kick it down the middle of the field. Keep the ball inside the numbers. You don't want that ball to skirt out of bounds, Mitch, and then they get the ball at the 40-yard line. Squib it down the middle of the field. Force them to make a decision on multiple laterals or just kneeling down and conserving what could be 6 seconds for Jalen Hurts.
38-35 Kansas City. 8 seconds to go in Super Bowl 57 regulation. Remember, Buffalo kicked it deep and used no time off the clock on a touchback.
This is where preparation comes into play and how we have the excellent coaching of Andy Reid, coaching Jerick McKinnon on that run and coaching on this kickoff coverage, Dave Tobe as well.
8 seconds to go in regulation. 38-35. It is a squib kick, and it will bounce to the returner. 7 seconds to go in the game, and he will go to a knee. It's Kenneth Gainwell. 4 seconds to go in Super Bowl 57 regulation. 4 seconds. 38-35 Kansas City. The Eagles again are out of timeouts. So they have to shoot this. They have to shoot this down the field like a Hail Mary. They don't have any timeouts.
They don't have any timeouts. And now what may come into play is Jalen Hurts' shoulder. How much octane does he have in his shoulder to throw a Hail Mary? This is a large task for him as a healthy quarterback, never mind dealing with the shoulder injury at the latter part of the season as far as a Hail Mary.
They put 2 seconds back on the clock. Chiefs 38 and the Eagles 35. 6 seconds left in Super Bowl 57 regulation. Hurts takes the snap. The Chiefs only rushing 2 on a delay. Clock is going to be out of time, and the pass is going to be underthrown. It's incomplete. It's incomplete. Everyone who claims the Chiefs Kingdom will raise a banner above the National Football League again. For the second time in 4 seasons, the Lombardi Trophy has a red and gold reflection. A big red reflection. The Chiefs are champions of Super Bowl 57.
What an amazing display of grit, determination, as Dan and I have talked about all season long. A resilient group being down by 10 points. Not much working in the first half, Mitch, but changing things around at halftime. Going back to the coaching, the leadership of this team. They were able to step up, make the plays necessary, take back the momentum early in the second half, get this job done for the second Super Bowl in 4 years. What an amazing display by everybody that wore a white jersey and all the coaches on the sideline.
You feel me? The reflection on the Lombardi Trophy will be red and gold, and Andy Reid's reflection will be on the Lombardi Trophy. The team that let him go and came to Kansas City and changed everything has won 2 Lombardi trophies as head coach of the Kansas City Chiefs. The Chiefs have done this, and they did it, trailing 24-14 at halftime. And again, Mahomes and Kelsey, 11 playoff victories together. That's more than 8 NFL franchises have total playoff wins, including the Bengals, Saints, and Falcons, and it ties them with Tampa Bay. If you want to talk about dynasty, Patrick Mahomes wouldn't say it. He let Terry Bradshaw say it. But with this victory, the Chiefs have 75 wins, including the playoffs and regular seasons in a 5-year span. That is second in NFL history to the New England Patriots' 77 wins from 2003 to 2007. Ladies and gentlemen, in Kansas City for the second time in 4 years, you've got a champion. Get ready to welcome these guys and gals home, and what a team this year. Not expected to be in this game, not expected to win this game. And what a season. They just faced everything that was in front of them, and they just kept charging on. And an incredible victory tonight to win Super Bowl 57, down 24-14, to come roaring back. They got enough defensive stops. They got a scoop and score from Nick Bolton, but in the second half, they got enough done defensively, and the offense had 24 points on 4 possessions. And then for Harrison Butker to get a game-winning field goal with just seconds on the clock, and then a squib kick, and then a desperation throw that was way short of the end zone, the Kansas City Chiefs get this done and win Super Bowl 57 and has the Lombardi Trophy for the second time in 4 years. I will repeat what happened historically in this game. I'll do it quickly, but Patrick Mahomes becomes the first player in NFL history to lead the regular season in passing yards and win a Super Bowl. He's the first quarterback in NFL history to win the regular season MVP, number 1 in total offense, and win the Super Bowl. Peyton Manning tried it, couldn't do it. Tom Brady tried it, couldn't do it. Kurt Warner tried it, couldn't do it. Dan Marino tried it, couldn't do it. As Patrick Mahomes did it. Kelsey set a record, 75-plus yards receiving, 13 times in postseason play, the most in NFL history. And Mahomes and Kelsey now combined for 11 playoff wins. That's more than 8 franchises have total playoff wins in their history. The Chiefs are champions, Super Bowl 57 champions. Thanks to this list, I'll read it for the last time. But we all get ready now for a parade and a celebration. I know some of you listening, most of you listening, won't get any sleep tonight. And enjoy this and celebrate it, because it was a magical season and an incredibly magical night. Executive producer Dan Israel. To share this moment with him and have a hug, a guy that's a cancer survivor, it's gone through so much, it's overwhelming. Field engineer Nate Wetmore, Eric Townsend, our assistant producer, Steve Cook and Travis Schlinger, our assistant field engineers, Derek Nestor, our studio director, Bobby Gilliland, master control, segment producers Marco Marquez, and then Alex Grimes, instant replay, AJ Engel, phenomenal all year long as production assistant. Studio announcers Bill Ratton and Roberta Solomon. Our statistician tonight, he got to do Super Bowl 57. He didn't get to do Super Bowl 54, but Bernie Haney, our stat guy tonight. Our spotter, he was here in Super Bowl 54. Here in Super Bowl 57, Brian Holthus, and a remarkable job tonight. I'm so proud to call him my son, but he is so good as a spotter and so good as a coach. He was so good as a player, a phenomenal young man. The Lord bless me with him. Robbie and Robert LaGuardia, our parabolic operators. Dustin Hilton, our studio engineer. Shotgun Jackson, who every Monday night has the Chiefs Kingdom show, and also huge in our studio. Brian Johnston, president of Sponsorship Focus. Greg Bergen, live sports sales. Dan Fatino, traffic director. J.R. Amons, operations manager. Deidre Steiner, general sales manager. Roxanne Maratti, the top of the list, the senior vice president, market manager. The entire staff of Odyssey, the largest network in the National Football League, the Chiefs Radio Network. It has been a long 6 months of work for this team, starting with training camp. We will have one final Chiefs Kingdom show. It will be tomorrow night at 151st Street at the Hy-Vee in Olathe. We're going to have Mark Donovan to talk about parade logistics. We will talk about the off-season and what this win means moving forward. But that is tomorrow night on these Chiefs Kingdom radio stations, and that will be at the Hy-Vee in Olathe on 151st Street, and it will be a celebration. For Danon Hughes, for Brad Porter, Josh Klingler, and a special shout-out and prayers continue for Art Haynes. Art, you were with us tonight, man. You were with us, in spirit for sure. As I said at the end of the Cincinnati game, and as I started training camp on the stage in St. Joseph before the first practice happened the next day, you can doubt the Chiefs. You can dislike the Chiefs. You can disrespect the Chiefs. But you're gonna have to deal with the Chiefs now, being Super Bowl 57 champions. This is Mitch Holthus, voice of the Chiefs. Get ready to welcome your champions. And we say good night on the Kansas City Chiefs Radio Network.
Wide man to the right. Dawson parking signal. He's fading. The Chiefs are still going for him. Dawson's going to run. Watch out, Lenny. They're behind you. Oh, Lenny ducked at the right time, and the two big guys from Minnesota almost killed each other. You better believe it, and it's our Kansas City Chiefs that are doing it. They're beating the best that the NFL has to offer out here today by 16 points and pouring it on. Billy, I told you we could do it. 240, 239, 238, clock moving. Put your hand over your heart and you can feel it pound out. What a moment. What a day in the history of Kansas City. The game is going to be over. Mike Livingston doesn't want to play anymore, neither do the Chiefs. They've had enough. They want the football. They're going to blow the clock out. That's it. Chiefs are the world champions of professional football.